Hello, I am HQ of HQ Reacts. If you have made it this far and you're not subscribed, please hit the like button and subscribe and share. If you find me on other social media platforms, please follow me. And you might find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Hey, everybody, this is HQ over here at HQ Reacts. We had some reaction videos that we wanted to do today. Interesting characters that came up on Kendra G and Ashley. I First Lady. I just couldn't understand what was going on. Sometimes I keep forgetting that there's people on this planet that are functioning mentally ill, functioning or just off. That whole off thing. I just couldn't tell, right? So I wanted to do a analysis of her video because I couldn't really tell. I only heard partial of it, and I wasn't sure this was really a video. So I'm doing this live to see exactly what happened with this lady on the cruise ship. So let's get into it because Zach caught her. Zach caught her, and Zach be coming straight out saying you're goofy, your problem, or whatever. And that's why I like Zach because he keep it 100 most of the time. And whenever he does a show, I always try to watch him because the women be like, "Damn, Zach," and he be like, "Yeah, you goofy." So he caught this lady on a cruise ship, no less.
Yeah.
Now you on this, you got to get the sun away from your.
I'm
You got
sorry.
the sun in our face. You out here living. What you on a cruise ship?
Yes, I am on a cruise in Mexico.
The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now.
Cruise in Mexico. Check you out.
Yeah.
Now you on this cruise by yourself?
It's a long story, but let's just say I'm single now. I didn't come alone, but now I'm single.
Damn, you got single on the cruise?
Yeah, because he was abusive and he threw a remote at me, so it's over.
Hold on. How long you knew this man?
2 years off and on.
Had y'all ever been on any trips prior to the cruise?
Yes, he's never thrown anything at me before or anything. I don't know who this man is.
Now listen, I do not condone violence in any
Neither
way.
do I.
You know what I'm saying?
And another thing I want to say is they were threatening me. I'm the victim, and they were threatening to leave me in Mexico.
Who said that?
I said, the security. I said, I'm not getting off of this boat. I'm not
security
getting off
tried to leave you in Mexico, and you the victim?
Yeah, and they refused. They refused. Maybe I'm not like in the position to be dating anybody, but I got to get this story out there.
Go ahead.
Okay. So this man abused.
Now, why exactly would she say she not in a position to be dating? Why would she say that? What is her circumstances? We don't even know. She on a cruise ship. Let's see. What is your circumstances? What?
Abused me, and he's playing the victim, and really he's like a Suge Knight.
Okay.
My ex.
Your ex that you had on the cruise. Is he still on the ship?
He is. And he actually had the nerve to approach me and say he don't want no problems with me because he knows when we get back to Long Beach, I plan on having the police arrest this man.
Okay. Hold on. Just slow down. I know you're upset. Take a deep breath. Let's breathe together. I understand you are upset. You know what I'm saying? He came up to you, said you don't want no problem. And before you said that he threw the remote.
Yes, and then I called security to inform them of what's going on.
Like one of these.
Yes, the TV remote. Yes, sir. So, okay, let me explain.
Walk me through it. What happened? Like what?
Okay, this is what happened. Okay, So I went to breakfast, and when I came back in the room, I had asked him, can I say his name?
No. no.
Okay, yeah, okay,
You don't need to know.
okay. So
Yeah,
I
don't say
said,
his name.
sir, okay, sir, where's the remote? And then he acted like he was sleeping. So I called the front desk and I asked them, can they bring me a replacement remote? Because I don't know where the remote is. They said, okay, we'll bring the remote right up. When I get off the phone, this man throws the remote at me. So, oh, you want to throw stuff? So then I hurried up and got out of the room and I asked.
See, y'all noticed that there was hostility before she went into the room and he threw the remote. There was hostility before. Because why would he need to pretend to be asleep? Why would she need to ask about a remote? If y'all on some kind of romantic cruise, what is the issue that happened prior to this? What did you do or say that made the cruise go left? This is what I'm trying to figure out. What made the cruise go left and he threw a remote at you? What did you do? What did you say? What happened?
One of the guests that they can call security.
Hold on. Did he hit you with it?
No, but if you, it almost hit me. No, it almost hit me.
No, not Queen.
He threw it at me.
Queen.
Yes.
Listen to what I'm saying. Hear me out.
Okay.
After he threw the remote, did he swing at you? Did he punch you? Did he
No,
choke you?
because I hurried up and ran out the room.
Was he attacking you?
See, here's the thing. There's the difference between tossing the remote, throwing the remote, tossing the remote. There's different versions of tossing the remote. What did he do? Did he throw the remote at your head? Did he toss the remote at your feet? Did he toss the remote at the dresser that was behind you? Did he do any of those things? See, there's a difference. We don't know because she seemed like she's hysterical. She seemed like she got issues anyway. So we really can't believe her because we only listen to her side of the story. And then she tried to mislead us into believing that he threw a remote at her like he was trying to damage or hurt her. You see, she led us down that path till he said, did he hit you with the remote? No, he didn't hit me with the remote. Well, then why are you complaining about a remote? If he tossed you a remote, you asked for the remote, he tossed you the remote. Was he trying to hit you? She didn't say that, did she? She didn't say nothing about him trying to hit her. She just said he tossed the remote. See, this is why I know she's kind of deceptive.
Did he chase you?
No, he didn't chase me because I was quick. I'm quicker than him. He's older too. He's almost 60. I'm younger than him. I'm quicker than him. So I ran out of the room. But trust me, he wanted to hurt me.
Okay. All right.
And he's been abusive. Like he basically knew I didn't have any money coming on this trip, and he was tripping off of me ordering Wi-Fi and charging it to the room. And I need to stay connected. I have a child. I have a mother. Like, why did he bring me on this cruise if he couldn't afford Wi-Fi or a $5 bottle of water on the cruise?
So I would ask, why did you take your monkey ass on a cruise and you ain't got no money? What human being goes anywhere without money? This is the first thing your mama's supposed to tell you. I understand sometimes a lot of y'all are born with single parent, but that's the first thing a man or a woman or that got a child should tell that child if they ever go on a trip. Please have your own damn money. Back in the 60s, when people didn't have no money, the mama would put $1 or $2 or $10 in the female's pocket. Make sure she had money to get home, just in case something turned to the left. Why you ain't had $20 in pocket? Why you ain't had no money, not even to buy water? Who doesn't? See, my mom always told me, don't spend the last of your money. Don't ever do that. I don't care what you do. Don't spend the last of your money. How you spending the last of your money going on a cruise? I couldn't even relax if I knew I didn't have no money in my pocket. I wouldn't have never went on no cruise. No, I can't even do it unless I got some money. That's the only way I'm going. Because I damn sure I ain't gonna be dependent on him. And you can't tell me you couldn't figure out that he had a predilection to be abusive before this. See, just trifling.
I mean, sir, would you bring a woman on the cruise if you couldn't afford those things?
Hell no, not if she ain't got no money. Do you have any money before we get on this cruise? Yeah. Secondhand, this is wild.
Well, I'm scared of large bodies of water. I ain't getting on nobody damn cruise because I can't drink that much water and I can't swim, you know. But I get what you're saying. Okay, he should have paid for the water or whatever. But this sounds like...
I'm not saying that he shouldn't, but she should never have depended on him. That should have been something she paid for. It was her water. Let me stop.
Like a sugar daddy situation gone wrong. Okay, this sounds like a sugar daddy situation gone wrong, and I'm gonna tell you why I think that.
You see why she's smiling? Cause this is why she's smiling. She's smiling because most people know you got to be desirable or on the scale of being desired for somebody to be paying for your company. And she thinks it's a flex to be a sugar baby. That's what she thinks.
That. Just hear me out. I think that you jump to it. You so ready to be done so quick. Now, I'm not saying that he should have threw the remote at you. Okay. I don't think that was a good idea. Right. I think there was a little bit more, something that agitated him more than just you calling down there. I think you did something irritating. And he was like, here go the damn remote. That's what it sounded like. He was like, here, and he threw it. And you said he old. So he said, here, and he threw the remote.
But he's older, but he don't look old.
Okay, that don't matter. But he didn't. You said it didn't hit you. He didn't swing. So I almost don't count. Almost don't count. Like,
so that's still being aggressive.
I understand.
Like,
no, it's not being aggressive. You're a dingy. You're a dingy. That's what it is. If you tell me you ask me for the remote and I'm annoyed at you, I'm tossing it to you. I'm not trying to hit you. I'm just trying to get you to shut up. Leave me alone. That don't mean he's aggressive.
I understand that. If you wanna leave him over the remote, then I feel like you were just there for the free chip in the first place.
But
because
she was there for the free shit. She didn't take no money. What human being goes on vacation without any money in their pocket? What if that man would have had a heart attack and you didn't have no access to no money? What if that man would have met somebody else? What if you would have met somebody else? You still would have been living off that man money? You still would have been trying to use that man for money? You went on a cruise and you ain't had no money. Man, ain't no way I deal with no female who don't know how to handle her own finances on no trip.
No, sir.
Because it just seemed like that's something. And then he just said he don't want no problem. It seemed like that's something that y'all like.
No, because it's just there's more to the story. There's more to the story, but I can't say every single thing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why not. You got your ass on here talking about you didn't have no money for no cruise, like you a thought chick, like you a thought baby. You ain't embarrassed about that. So why you embarrassed about whatever? You ain't got to say his name. You can tell us the whole story. But we know you got a part in it. We know you had a hand in it because you trifling.
Because this is definitely going to be under investigation, but there is definitely.
How would it be under investigation if he just threw a damn remote to you? Why would it be some kind of investigation? Did he do more than what you're saying and you just ain't telling us? Oh, Lord. You look like one of them people that love drama. See, I hate people who love drama. I hate people who love drama. Don't bring no drama over here. Bullshit drama. Oh, he threw a remote at me. He ain't throw no damn remote at you. He wasn't even thinking about you. He just said, get the hell on. This is wild.
Story, and there was like some financial abuse going on. I've never seen this side of him before.
Wait a minute. How's it financial abuse and you ain't got no money? How's he financially abusing you and you ain't got no money? She said, when a person got me on the cruise and he knew I didn't have no money. How is he? Wait a minute. Hold on. What financial abuse, lady, and you ain't got no money? He can't be using you for money because you ain't got no money. Y'all hit the like button, please.
In my entire life.
Financial abuse.
Because he knows.
With his money or with your money?
Basically, he said he would take care of everything.
Oh, man. Financial abuse. She's saying since he said he was going to take care of everything and he didn't, he's abusing her with his money. Wow, I got a headache already.
And then he turned and switched up on me and doesn't want to like even buy me water. Like, that's crazy. And like just acting super.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Ty Pro. He said, you acting a fool. I ain't giving you no money. But why you didn't bring your own money in the first place? Just for this particular thing. Y'all hit the like button coming in, please. That's why you bring your own money. You ain't married to this man. Are y'all crazy? Is it crazy? Wait a minute, am I crazy? Even if I had $10, I would have some money to get off that cruise ship and get on a. Why you ain't got money on your credit card? Why you ain't got no credit card? I don't understand why people be moving around on this planet without a credit card. I'm confused. Wow.
crazy. Like, I don't know. But anyway,
I guess what I'm saying is that's an extreme. It's like I want, and this is the reason I'm staying on this. And I know y'all want me to move on, but this is a dangerous thing. When you use words like abuse, you know what I'm saying? Those are serious words that come with a lot that comes with a lot of damage to men. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
And I said, well, when you say financial abuse,
she is a brokey broke. She's broke and she mad at him because he decided, I ain't giving you no money. I pay for the cruise, but I ain't giving you no money. I ain't giving you no cash. You should have had your own cash. Why didn't you have your own cash? You tried to abuse him. No, let's turn this around. You were abusing this man because he had the money and you thought he won't pay for everything. He won't take your mouth. He was going to take your lip. He wasn't going to get no, you wasn't going to give him no nookie. You weren't going to do nothing. You were just going to be ignorant and be a bum Keisha like you normally is. And you decided you wasn't going to give him none. And he said, oh, hell no, I ain't paying for nothing. Then you're going to get upset because he said he ain't going to pay for nothing. Whoo. Never go anywhere broke. Girl, bye.
Because he ain't want to pay for Wi-Fi.
No. It's not just that. It's a lot of other things like food and stuff like that. Like, honestly, trust me, I'm not using the word abuse lightly at all.
Okay.
He said he wasn't gonna pay for her no food. What did you do? See, look.
So he starved.
Let's have a lesson. Let's have a lesson, ladies. I ain't mad at you if you go on a cruise and you got a man paying for you some things and he's paying for the cruise. I ain't mad at that. Do your thing. But don't ever go on no cruise. Don't ever go nowhere without no money, no backup plan. This dingy gotta think she gonna sue a man because he decided he wasn't gonna pay for that. Wait a minute, hold up. You came on this cruise. You started calling me names. You started doing X, Y, and Z, whatever you decided you was going to do. And then I decided I wasn't going to pay for it. I decided that I wasn't going to pay for it after you abused me. You decided I was going to pay for everything. My money was going to pay for everything. You didn't bring no money. And I'm the person that's abusing you? Come on, y'all. That don't make no sense. Is it females like this on the planet that be doing this bullshit? Because this don't make no sense. And I really wouldn't be in the middle of no foreign country or no water and I ain't got no money. Y'all hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Super chats are great. Cash apps are even better. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't eat?
Well, thank God there's a buffet on here. But it's some other.
Did he pay for the buffet? The ticket with the all include was the buffet included with the ticket?
Let me say this. He reported that I'm stealing from him when, like, I guess there's credit. He gets like $100 credit. And so he called the front desk and said, I'm stealing from him. I'm not stealing anything from this man.
He wants you.
I'm not.
He said, take that Wi-Fi off. She's stealing.
It's crazy as hell.
No, she did something to him. She said something to him. She did something and it irritated him. And now he's being petty. Okay, fine. He's being petty. I get all of that. But how do you get on a cruise ship and show your ass and then to the person that you enjoying the money, you enjoying the cruise, you enjoying the food? How you get on the cruise and act a fool and you know you ain't got no money to back up your mouth? How do you get on the cruise and do that? I don't understand what's going on. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button, please. You get on the cruise and act up, and I'm paying for everything?
When I'm looking at anything. But anyways, I'm going to let you get to the next person.
Right,
okay.
All right. Do you want to find somebody else? You want to find somebody else on here?
Eventually, yes. But, I got a lot of drama going on. But eventually, yes.
Queen.
I do want to find somebody else this year.
No, you shouldn't even be talking to nobody. You shouldn't even be having nobody in your circle. There shouldn't be nobody in your circle, okay? Nobody. There shouldn't be nobody that you be talking to. You shouldn't have nobody in your circle, the whole nine, because you don't know how to act. Seeing as how you don't know how to act, get your ass off here. Y'all hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. Thank you to Healism for the $20, $19.99. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. You all hit the like button coming in. You all hit the like button coming in. Cash apps are great. Super chats are free. We got to support the channel if at all possible. Please support the channel. We don't do it everything for free, please. I'm not rich. I do this for entertainment, but I would appreciate cash apps and super chats. That would be great. Thank you very much. And subs if you don't have any, but I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hit your cash app, please. No, I don't like cash apps. I don't like people sending me direct money. Don't do that. Super chat is better. I hate cash apps. Okay. Thank you. I don't like people sending me direct money. I'd rather have the money through here and then everything is recorded. So super chat would be great. Thank you all.
What you got going on? You got.
Now we finna deal with this lady right here. We finna deal with this lady. Y'all know who this is. I didn't do no review of her, but we doing a review of her right now. Let's see what the hell going on. I might have a different take on it. Let's go.
But they can't afford it. I also know women who are unhappy as hell, but they can't afford it. And they can't move around.
Right.
So you're not pleased. It's a whole next bracket for the year. So it's just a conversation in your words. I gotta see your face. Jam Pack YouTube show though. This is what I always love. Show the wall, girlfriend. Show the wall.
Right.
Show the wall, girlfriend. Oh, Terrence, you want to come back on the show? It's $500.
I don't know. I mean, I it's difficult. I mean, I guess it's okay. Cash apps are okay. I would prefer, cash. I mean, if you do cash app, that'd be amazing. Thank you very much. But super chat, at least you see that it was there instead of just directly giving somebody money. I mean, however you all like it. Please hit the like button coming in. Super chats are great. Cash apps are well. We don't want to be doing this for free. I would appreciate some support. Thank you very much.
So the Cash App, Kendra G Media. If you want to come back on my platform, the money. I was to say, but I let a lot of people the world now. Get me from
Kendra,
Wait,
do you have more clothes?
Wait, what you got going on? You got on clothes?
Should I change my shirt?
Well, are you trying to be a guest? Wait, if you have on a shirt, no, you good if that's a shirt.
Okay, I could change it. Okay.
Why you get up on here with your tatas out anyway? You wanted us to see your tatas, right? Okay. You wanted us to see your tatas. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna. Her tatas is banging. Just the body's got to be banging. It's just the attitude. No, it's not, and it's not even the attitude. Listen.
How are you doing?
Good.
I like the way you handle him because I used to be a dancer and I'm a little nervous because I never talk live, but I've been watching you for a while. And I like how you handle him because I used to be a dancer. And I know a lot of guys like him. They're very bitter because he's called the trick. And he's mad because he can never get a woman like me to genuinely love him. We would actually be with him just for money. So that's why he's in his feelings. And he probably got an ED problem. That's what it's giving.
Oh, we can't confirm all that.
Don't mind my tooth though. This happened because I was drinking the Corona.
We can't confirm all those allegations.
Okay.
What's crazy is what makes me kind of sad is his first interview I thought was really happy out the side of your neck. I be trying to be humble, but what's your name?
Well, he should have, if he really was looking for love, first of all, if he really felt some type of way, he shouldn't have been watching your show. So obviously he was interested. I think he should have opened his heart because he wasn't a bad looking guy. I think people would have been interested in him. He's not gonna.
Okay. I got you.
No.
Yeah.
What's your name, honey? Let's talk about
My name is Ariel.
Trick shaming. Shut your mouth, girl. How's she trying to shame somebody? I get it. But then again, she's male-centered because tricks are always male-centered. They always looking for the advantage that they can take over men. They're always looking for an advantage to get over on men. So, I mean, I understand that because that's the way she is. She's always looking to gain the advantage over men, this type woman. Because why would you come on here with a shirt out? Like, why would you come out here with your tatas out? She got some goddamn beautiful knockers, but why would you be on here with that? Please hit the like button coming in and out. Please hit the like button coming in and out. That's why. Because she's
The Golden Child.
Your name is what?
Ariel, the Golden Child.
Ariel, the golden child.
Yes, I'm 35. I live in Atlanta. I'm from New York.
Okay. And you're a dancer?
Mm-mm. I used to dance. I actually own a massage business. That's why I was laughing at the guy.
Oh, maybe he's visited your place before.
Exactly.
I don't know. Okay, well, either way. So what? So you own a massage place?
I own a massage business. I do facials, pedicures, manicures, eyelashes.
Okay.
And I do Airbnb too. That's my other job.
You do Airbnb too.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I got a question. Oh, she did this a couple days.
Okay.
Okay, I got it.
I stopped dancing in 2017. So
say it again, baby girl.
I retired. I know I sound funny because of my tooth.
Yeah, what happened to your tooth? Now you know they're gonna talk about your tooth.
I know they are. So let me tell you what happened. So last Friday it was my best friend's birthday, and we went to this place called 6 Feet Under. It's like right downtown where I live at in Atlanta. And I was drinking. This guy was buying shots, and I don't drink liquor like that. I'm a wine girl, as you can see. And he bought us like a bunch of shots.
A wine girl.
Girl, you probably should have waited till Monday.
She's a wine girl, but she drinks wine out of a bottle. Where's that champagne glass that she's supposed to be drinking out of? She's drinking it straight from the bottle.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay, well, let's do it. We got Ariel. Stop moving, honey. It's Ariel?
Okay. Yes, Ariel.
Ariel Golden. 30.
Child.
Say what?
Yeah, Ariel, the golden child.
Oh, you want me to call you Ariel, the golden child?
Yeah, only because that's my Instagram. So like people.
Well, we're not going to shout out your Instagram.
Oh,
you
you
have
could
to
just
have
call
a
me
profile.
Yeah,
you gotta have a profile on the dating app.
Okay, Ari.
Okay. So Ari, Atlanta, massage. Do you have any you own a massage place? Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I have a 13-year-old daughter.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
Yeah. I got divorced in 2020.
2020. Okay.
Like December 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, December 2020.
All right. See, y'all notice how women what's going on with this woman? How you got a 13-year-old child and you don't know your behavior is off like this? How you don't know that your behavior is off like this? I don't understand. How do you even face your 13-year-old daughter and say, I'm on TV like this? You think your daughter don't know that you on the on the Instagram or on the Facebook and on the YouTube looking like this? I'm not saying anything wrong with her being out there with her titties out there, but she's saying all the things that she has done. She's saying, I used to do this, used to be a dancer, used to be all this. And usually those children grow up very fast, and you don't want your children to grow up fast like this. I don't want my kids to know I used to suck dick for a living. I don't want my kids to know I used to dance on a pole for a living. She out here proudly claiming she used to be a dancer, titties out. Man, some people just don't even know how to be mothers. I'm not saying that you're supposed to be at home with a fucking robe on. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you ain't got to tell everything on the internet. You ain't got to tell everything. Uh-oh. Hold on. Uh-oh.
Are not even going to give you a shot because of that.
Yeah,
that's just what it is.
Okay,
we got some paid questions. Mr. Charles said, this is what Terrence was talking about, delusional.
Something.
Am I?
What the hell is wrong with
maybe I am, you know?
What the hell is wrong with my...
I don't feel like I'm delusional because I didn't request a guy to make.
Hold on, Hold on, y'all. The doggone the video just went bananas on me, and where I couldn't change it. I know, right? It's like, what the hell is wrong with this damn video? It wouldn't let me go back to her. Wait a minute. And something is wrong with something is wrong with this clicker. Well, anyway, I gotta click on somebody else because it won't let me get back to her. And it won't let me get back to any of these people. Oh my goodness, what the hell did I just do? I don't even know what the hell I did. I got all this shit sitting right up here, ready to go, and this mug saying we ain't. Maybe it's just the hold on. Y'all hold on. Let me pull her up. Pull her back up. Hold on. Where was she at? Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me move her over. Move her over here and then move her over here. And then let me pull her back up. Share the screen. Here she is. Okay. Hold on, y'all. She talking. And it did the same damn thing. And the sound and everything gone. Shit. Anyway. Come to the stage, Lex. Are you up here?
What's up, Dream Girl?
Hey, what's happening? I tried to pull these people up, but they just the whole thing just died on my ass. I can click on it.
You want to restart it?
I can click on it, but it won't let me. It won't let me.
Close it out and then try to reopen it.
Oh, I did. I did.
You did?
And
Okay.
they did the same thing. It's like I took I went to a whole nother chat. I went to a whole nother window, and it just went. And I went to Kendra. Wait a minute, Kendra. Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Kendra. G. Okay. This woman right here was a whole lot, and I love the whole thing that they did. Her, Kendra, the whole thing, that whole show was wild, right?
Yeah,
But,
that was one for the books for sure.
And I was like, what the hell going on with all these damn people?
Her and Kendra and that light-skinned guy last night.
Okay, here she is. Okay, let me pull
that was wild. Oh yeah, shout out to Time Pro, Jay Tillman and Lady Pink in the chat for sure.
Yeah, hold on. Let me put her.
Go ahead, HQ. Go ahead.
I see what it is. Okay, I see what it is. Oof. It's killing me. Now I'm dead in the water with this bugger. I close everything. Let me close everything. I close everything out. Even the channels. Try to get back to these regular people. And I can't. I know what the hell I did, but it won't let me pull up. Y'all still there. Okay. And I went to the whole Kendra G single show. I went to everything. And let me see. Let me go to that show again. Okay, here's the sound. Here's the lady. Here we go. Hold on. Let me put her on. We can do it.
I'm open to it, but I never dated a white man.
Okay, never dated a white man.
Yeah.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
No. As long as he can take care of himself and he don't ask me for nothing and he got his own house and car, then I'm good with that.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. What I gotta show? Just yeah, I know how
that body is bodying now.
She's something else, boy.
Yeah, I know she done had some work done though, but the body is bodying.
She done had them knockers done. Knockers look good. I said, damn, okay.
Oh, you like them, huh, HQ?
Hell yeah, I wish I had some. I ain't got none. But I'm saying her, for what she has done, she said, okay, I can get this done, I can get that done, but she can't get her tooth done within a week. I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
It's difficult. She got a lot of money. She got money. You can't tell me she ain't getting money hand over fist for men.
Yeah. She hustling some guys now. Come on now.
Oh hell yeah, of course.
Like I could tell just by the chick, by what I'm looking at. She definitely getting some money off some guys.
Hell yeah, she getting money. She doing her thing. I know she is, and she used to be a dancer.
Yeah. It, like you said, it's traitors among us.
Hey.
Yeah.
They like it.
Yeah.
She not a bad looking woman, but she ain't outstanding looking.
Body.
It's just you know what the problem is with her looks.
What?
The problem with her looks is dope. The main problem is the teeth. She got way too many tats, and she's just
Yeah, but we
Hold
don't
on,
see
she's
her.
in
the
Where
trashy
the
way.
cats at?
Hold on.
We didn't see no cats.
She's put together in a trashy way. If she was extremely elegantly dressed and she didn't have tats, her teeth was on point and everything, no man would have an issue with her looks.
Yeah, but ain't nothing wrong with her teeth. She ain't nothing wrong with her teeth. We know, we all can relate. We got, you broke your tooth. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Nothing is out of the ordinary. She ain't got that many tattoos. She only got tattoo right there on her chest.
When you go to her Instagram, you're gonna see something different. Yeah. Yep. You're gonna see something quite different from what you see here. Yeah.
She got that body tatted up. Okay.
Yeah, she definitely tatted up for sure. Wow. So you couldn't even put her like in an evening gown.
You could?
Yeah, and take her out because like upper class chicks will look at her and instantly know what you got here. Yeah, like you could, women know women. Like you could never, you can never fool them.
So you can't have. So how many is too many tattoos? Tell me, how many is too many tattoos?
What she got?
But I'm saying,
I would say ideally, and I don't have any. I'm gonna be clear. I don't have not even one. But I'm gonna say this: they ideally, you would want tats in place you can conceal them. You know,
right.
Once they're out of the concealment zone and you got more than two, that's too many.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, now if they on the ankles, the hooves, for women the lower back, like above their rear end and stuff like that. And like if you put on an evening dress, you can't really see that stuff.
Okay.
Then who am I to say it's too many? So
IG, anybody got her IG in the chat? We could have checked out her IG.
Yeah. I don't quite remember. I think Divine Photos dropped it last night.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to look that kind of shit up. So
okay.
I don't know how to really do that.
Hold on, let me see if I can go back.
Let me keep going.
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, I know it's bad, but my last relationship was this guy named AG. He, I have multiple properties because I do Airbnb, and I got this apartment downtown. It's really nice, but this is one of my Airbnb properties. Right. I moved down here for him, but we broke up in February. But it been on and off, like rocky for like a year. But we finally ended it, like I would say like February 28th. The last time I was active sexually as well. Okay. So this is the first time I'm actually not having any intimacy.
Okay.
So, wait. What does that mean? What does that mean? That's the first time she's not having any intimacy. What does that mean? That mean that's the first time in a long time you ain't had sex with somebody consistently? What the hell? Oof. Yeah, well, we know she doing some things, but the whole point is she just said, I don't really have sex or not have sex. I'm always having sex. That's what she said. I'm always having sex.
So how long have you been celibate for?
Easy. Hey,
since February 28th.
February 28th. Okay. May. Okay. February, March, April. Okay. You ain't been celibate that long. Hey, Divine Photos. Hey. Did you drop her IG, Divine?
I put it in the private chat.
Oh, okay. Let's see. How are you?
Yeah, he dropped it. Yep. Okay. Shout out Divine.
Okay, how do I open it? Oh God. Can I put that on here?
Don't do it at HQ. Don't do it. It's too exclusive.
Nah, you might not want to do it.
Oh, I just looked at the first couple photos and I was like, oh no, we ain't gonna be able to do that. Oh shit. I ain't gonna be able to do that. Oh wow. She got a nice body though.
That joint is raunchy.
She got married. I don't know what you talking about. Somebody married her.
Hey, looks go a long way, HQ, for the certain simp. Looks can go a long way. Porn stars have gotten married before, so it's not new.
She got married to somebody.
Yeah.
And he might have had a couple dollars too. Who knows?
Oof.
Yeah.
3 months?
Yeah. And this is the long, I know it sounds funny. This is the longest I've been. Like, I used to do adult movies back in the day. So that's an.
She fell in.
Whoa.
She fell
Whoa.
into everything. She
Whoa.
fell into dancing on a pole, being a stripper, being in adult movies, showing her body, probably doing nude photo. She fell into everything. Ugh. And she got married. Ouch.
That's wild.
Ouch. I mean, hey, somebody loved her enough to marry her. Somebody.
HQ, like yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Say it. Talk, Dribble. Nice.
Hey, I'm trying not to come up here and act up, but yeah, like it's like I say, that I'm gonna tell you right now, that was like super simping, and this was the finest chick he'd ever had. I'm gonna tell you that right now. For him to jump out of the window and marry a porn star, like he knew about this shit before he got with her for sure.
Or it could be like he could have been an older man and he probably did not know about social media like that, because she said she did it when she was 18, so he probably didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's probably really young. Okay, so we looking at about 17, 18 years ago, she used to do porn. She said, or stripper. Which one, porn or stripper?
Porn.
Okay, so she did it when she was young, 18 years old. Okay, even if you do it for 2 years, but she still had a tendency to do all of the things that require you showing your flesh.
Yeah. Horn is her objective. Her occupation.
HQ. HQ, can she come back from being a corn star?
No, because she has a predetermination. You can come back from being a porn star if you did it when you were 18, 19, you was a young kid, didn't understand the consequences of it, decided you were gonna stop, and then that was it. And then you scrub the internet up.
So HQ, let me be clear. So if she was 18, 19, and she was doing corn all the way up to she was like 21, and she just abruptly quit at 21. So you're saying that she can actually come back from that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because if I scrubbed the internet clean of everything that I done did, you wouldn't know I was a porn star, would you?
Yeah, I mean,
impossible.
And 9 times out of 10, you would never find out.
That's impossible, HQ.
Very much so.
I don't see how. If
somebody got that footage.
Yeah, so somebody got that footage. So that don't mean it's
somebody got that footage. So yeah, they can always
old
post it.
Porn. Do you wait a minute? Hold on. Can y'all find porn from old porn stars?
Yes.
And why would you be looking for porn?
I didn't say you looking for it. You stumble across a whole bunch of stuff on the internet you never intended to see.
My whole point is she can get away from it if she did it when she was 18.
There was a chat room I was in, and one of the sisters in there, you know, it was kind of like I forgot what it was on. Anyhow, it was like just a chat room of people, and you know, I'm perusing on adult site one day, and who do I see? Some familiar face, and I'm like, that looks like such and such. And I'm like, hey, I don't know if you know, but there's something of you on. And then she thought I was playing. I'm like, no, I didn't put this on there. I don't know, you know, but it was on there, showing all kinds of stuff.
I'm not saying it couldn't. It's not gonna. I'm not saying it would disappear. What I am saying is, you could explain that 18-year-old self better than you can explain that 30-year-old self or that 35-year-old self.
But it's still a decision that you made.
Yeah.
So we all live and die by the decisions that we make throughout life.
So you think me being 17, doing something at 17 is the same as me doing it at 35?
No, I didn't say it's the same, but it's still a decision that you made in your life. That just like if I was 17 and I was a gangbanger, or if I was 17 and I used to deal drugs, it's still, I might not be that same person.
Right.
Or I might not ever go back to doing it, but that was me. That's a part of who I am.
I'm not saying it wasn't you, but I'm saying it's a totally different you.
Not totally different.
Yeah, practically totally different. You're different. You're way different from what
Like,
you were at 17.
But
I
that's
think
the
like
foundation
We
that you
are
were built
way
on, though,
different
HQ.
from when we were 17 and when we hit
and
30.
I am, but that's still the foundation I was built on.
I think
Yeah, but anybody can come back from being a gangbanger or
HQ.
doing. I'm not saying it's the best. I'm not saying that. You all just see porn. That's all y'all see is porn. If you can't find that person doing the porn and they scrub it of doing the porn and they explain that away, I can live with or deal with somebody who tells me they did porn at 17 as opposed to 35 when I meet you at 35. No, I never did porn again before. I made a bad decision. That doesn't make me a bad person. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Doesn't make me a bad person because I did that at 17. That's all I'm saying.
Excuse, how many men's DNA you think she got running up into her?
Huh? At 17?
No, like now. How many men's DNA do you think she got running up into her? That's disgusting. That's quite disgusting, ain't it?
I have no idea. I couldn't even begin to say.
So
I'm saying it's a totally different thing from when I'm 17 as opposed to 35.
HQ is
Not
grotesque
every human being. That's the way you look at it. It's not the way I look at it. I'm saying
Well,
you have two
the
different
one
things.
difference
You have
that
two
I
different thoughts.
the one difference that I can see is if you got two of the same female, both of them 18 years old. One sleeps with 10 guys in a month, the other one sleeps with 10 guys in a month. But one of them recorded all of them and uploaded them on the internet. So in 2025, I can go back and look in 2001 and see the same thing she was doing in 2001. So that is the difference. The eyes can never unsee what they see. So the likelihood that he doesn't see it is a little bit better for him. He might know it, and that's still gonna hurt to a certain extent. But if he can go back and look, or so if he can stumble across it, or somebody can pull it up and he can go back and look, then that's a huge difference. Because without you knowing that she did that 10 guys in a month or whatever like that, she can always deny it. But you can't deny it if it's on record. So that's a huge difference.
And also too, I agree with Jay on this because like even though I think she knows her past it's what's holding her back and even though she did corn or she did corn, but she probably still can find a simp, but at the same time her past is always going to follow her because those tapes will always be on the internet.
Yes, her past, because she did all of these things, because she did all of the other things, she just fell into doing all of those things. Sexual, stripping, nude, photos, film. She just fell into that.
Yeah, so that's a part of her. That's a trend. That's a part of who she is to do that, to be to voyeuristic and risky things to do. I mean, so that leads to her character.
But I'm saying 17 and you never did it again. I posed nude for pictures and I really didn't like the nude pictures, but I posed nude for pictures when I was 17 and I never posed for them again and I never had any other kind of profession again. That's totally different.
But that's not her case though, right?
From 35 when I haven't done anything in 17 years. That's all I'm saying. She's a whole nother, that's a whole nother kettle. She loves this sexual shit. And she bisexual too. Wow.
Yeah. Hey, HQ, let me hit you off with this. Say, you had a gorgeous young girl. She 24, whatever, 25. She kicking it with one of your sons, right? Yeah. And this comes out about her that in her younger years, she was in the adult films and they thought they got the stuff removed, quote unquote, but some stuff then came out. The son has seen it.
Right.
It's been brought to your attention,
right,
by your daughters or whatever.
Right.
How would you go about handling this?
I would have a conversation with her. I would be like, these pictures have come out. This has come out about you. What say you about this? Well, ma'am, I did this X, Y, and Z. I never did it again, blase, woo-woo. It's been 10 years. I've never got any of this, that, and the third on the internet. Then I would look at my son and say, is this acceptable to you? What do you have to say about it? Because I don't have to make the decision to live with that woman. I don't have to make the decision to live with that person. Okay. I wouldn't have a judgment if I would think more of you if you did it at 17 and didn't do it again, as opposed to you did it at 35. That's all.
But HQ, what's the difference in the time frame though?
The time frame is you learn, you grow, you mature. 17, maybe you were a kid, maybe you were doing it for money, maybe somebody forced you to do it, maybe you were manipulated into doing it. All of those things. Then you told me that, then you never did it again. And you're 35, you're 40 years old, you're ready to get married. All of a sudden, I'm bringing up something that you did when you were 17.
But HQ, most of the time, it's a conscious decision to do that. Just like these OF.
Did you just get a list of reasons why I said it could happen?
No, I'm saying no, that's legit. But I'm saying like a lot of these women that do the OF thing right now, it's more likely a conscious decision, not that they were coerced to do it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But there's different scenarios, of course. I get all of that. I just happen to look at the nuances of it. Of course. If you're 25 and you're 30 years old and you're doing OnlyFans, this conscious decision, your brain matures by the time you're 26 years old. So you're doing this stuff deliberately. You're doing this stuff knowing that you're going to continue to have that bad reputation. But if you did this at 16 and 17 and you stopped when you turned 17 and 18, I didn't want to do it anymore. I felt like this. Somebody put me in it. My boyfriend did it. Of course, I'd have more sympathy for you. I wouldn't hold that against you because then I would understand. You're 35 now. You did it at 17 and you were manipulated into doing it, or you thought it was something other than what it was and then you stopped. There's a difference.
I don't think there's a cap on age for bad decisions, though. HQ.
I didn't say it was a cap. What I said,
but I don't know. It's still a conscious decision. I mean, other than somebody actually physically forcing you to do something against your will, everything else is your own decision.
That's what I'm saying. It's a case by case basis for me.
Even if it was for money, you wanted quick money. Because you could have got it at 17. What reason was it that you couldn't just get a job and get slow money like everybody else?
What if my boyfriend was beating me and told me I had to do it?
That's not what I said. I said other than somebody physically
if your boyfriend was beating you
physically in the moment, beating you and recording you and telling you to do it right there, then yeah, that's different. Of course, because that's not against your will.
That's what I'm saying. There's circumstances behind these things. You have to figure out why they did it. She didn't do it again. She did it at 17. Her boyfriend beat her, made her do it, made her do all of these things, and she never did it again. So I'm gonna hold that against her when she tells me that's what she did.
I mean, ain't no such thing as fair, but yeah, I could hold it against somebody. I mean, it's a part. I can hold anything that happens in somebody's past. I could hold it against that person as a whole. Not to say that they are a bad person, but if I don't want to deal with that part of their history, then I could hold it. I mean, it's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's my choice to decide whether or not I want to engage with this person, regardless of the circumstance of their. Like if somebody was taken advantage of in the past, physically or sexually, it's still my choice whether or not I want to deal with that person, and they had no choice in that matter. You know what I mean? It's not good or bad. It's just a part of, all of us have our own decisions to make.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying for me, that's a decision that I would make on a case by case basis. I'm not throwing a human being away because they did what they did at 17. You
ain't gotta throw them away. You just don't have to deal with them.
Right. So
we are old too. You gotta think about it. All of us in the chat and on the panel is old. These new people, they different, man.
Right. So I'm just
you could have been doing all some kind of wild stuff, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's a vibe." They don't care.
Right now, everything is on the internet. This young lady right here, she's done too many things to come back from what she made conscious decisions as she got older. Now she don't want to do it. Now she own Airbnbs from what you do. But see, I can't trust you not to get on your knees. If money get tight, I can't trust you not to get on your knees.
HQ, daggone well, that ain't no Airbnb. That's an old house. That's an old house.
She said it was she said it was an Airbnb.
Get him, G Honda.
I'm sure she would say that. That's marketable.
You say a whole house?
What is she, HQ?
Oh shit!
Come on, man.
Hey,
G Honda.
look, I ain't gonna hold you. Of course, I believe the same thing.
We gotta cut the hoodoo, HQ. Come on now.
Hey, she on here trying to find her a man. I asked you a little while ago. I said, when did she not have sex? She just said this is the longest she ever went without sex. 2 months.
You believe that?
Come
on,
she at least honest that she only been celibate for 2 months out of her whole life.
It's nothing you could trust coming out of a woman like this mouth. Come on now.
Yeah, look.
Another thing I was
Listen to it.
gonna tell you.
I gotta give it to her. Them knockers.
You don't want to on the fact.
Them knockers look damn good. I ain't gonna hold. She do.
That's the only hurdle I have. I know because I know they probably know who I am because I used to be Eve Madison, but that's one of the hurdles I have as a woman that's trying to date because a lot of guys they can't get past my past. You know what I mean? And I was only 18.
And she
I did
put
it
her
for 6
alias
months,
out
but
there. She want
when I
people to
used
see
live in
that.
LA,
Come
and
on now.
you know, guys can't get past that.
G how to stop Googling Eve Madison.
She did it for 6 months. She said
Yeah,
she
but
did
this is the truth because you could just Google me on Pornhub, but I hate that, you know?
Okay.
You can
'Cause I'm
do this,
not
but
that
I
girl.
hate that. Here, go directly to this thing, but I hate it.
Pornhub. She said Pornhub. That's where you can find her.
Yeah. She's been strictly doing her promos, and Kendra has not been catching it. She been and also too. And what's the name of? Remember Joe Smith's wife? It is a corn star also. Her name. Keisha.
Oh yeah.
But I forgot her name.
Whose wife?
Joe Smith, the former basketball player. His wife is a corn star.
Oh God. Ain't that gangster's wife a porn star? Used to be a porn star too. What's her name? Coco? Or she never was a porn star?
Oh, Coco. You mean Ice-T? You mean Coco?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember it. Yeah. Coco.
No, I don't think she was a porn star. Not her.
She just dressed like a porn star. Oh, okay, I got it.
No more. I'm a sophisticated woman. I cook, I clean, I pay my own bills. I mean, honestly, I could take care of a man if I really wanted to, or a woman. But I just really want companionship, and I want somebody who's honest and wants to build with me. I want a partner.
Then the best thing you need to do is you need to go for a female, because a female, it probably won't hold all of that past stuff behind. You need to get another female just like you that used to do porn, that used to do all of that stuff just like you, and she got to be bisexual too, and y'all do what y'all got to do.
And she wearing an African chain around her neck. She need to take that to the show. She embarrassing the motherland.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you looking for a man or a woman tonight?
Yeah, I'm open. I'm sexually fluid.
You're sex.
Ugh. Wait a minute. No, I don't mean to say What I meant to say was.
Yes, you did.
You said the right thing. Exactly.
I mean,
you said what she does, and you said and you thought when you thought about all the DNA she got run up into her bloodstream.
Why would you say that? Why would you say I'm fluid? That just means shit.
That's the HQ. Come on now, you gotta stop.
I would be embarrassed. Fluid. She's fluid. What does
literally?
Yeah, full of fluids.
Wow.
And you're beautiful.
And she gave a jiggle, and Kendra's not picking up on none of it.
Hey, Kendra just looking for the damn clout. She ain't worried about what they saying. She don't care. She already had that goofy on there we finna look at next.
No. I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm just saying you're gorgeous. You're the type of girl, like you're professional. You're ambitious. You got your platform. I love that. And that's the type of woman I would be interested in. If I made that exception, I want somebody on my level. If I date a woman.
Get him, baby.
I say.
She said, I want somebody on my level. Woo! Shut up.
She like him dark skin.
She lost that tooth on a butt plug.
Man. That's some vicious work, that tooth being gone. Damn. Wow. Because that changes her whole dynamic. Don't it change everything?
Yeah, because when the boobies is not in frame, that's all you stare at. Everybody eyes going back and forth, and don't lie to me, none of y'all, even the ladies.
I know, right? Even mine, like, damn, she damn.
Tooth to titties, titty to tooth. That's all.
She got some nice
you vicious for a lady. You vicious.
She got some nice knockers. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Take it as a compliment.
Hey, I ain't chick that's gonna hate. When I see beauty, I say beauty.
But me personally, I only deal with men.
Okay.
But I don't swing that way. But I got your girlfriend.
Mhm.
All right. Should the guy make a certain amount of money?
No, but like I said, I mean, I don't want him to be broke, but he at least has to have his own place. Can't live with his mom or dad, and at least have his own car.
Right.
To have his own car. Okay. We did a Kendra Kim. So your last relationship, okay. We did sex, 3 flaws you have to work on. But wait, real quick, this is what I want to ask you. Are you celibate? What are you celibate? What's the goal?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like right before I called you, I'm not trying to move too much, but I was gonna make you laugh. This is my boyfriend right now.
Oh God. Right there in the frame. What the fuck going on? Hey, G Honda, you better stop that shit.
Get him, G.
You better stop that.
Did she wash it? Did she wash it yet, G?
Oh shit.
I doubt that. I doubt that.
Wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute, is it because it's her, or is it because of her, or is it because it's a rose? Now I know you ain't no man talking about nasty because it's a rose. It's got to be nasty because it's what? She has multiple partners. Is that what? What's the problem?
You asking me? What was the question?
When women come off like this, it's unattractive.
Right. What's wrong with the rose?
This is HQ. Stop it! This is a corn store. HQ.
HQ gaslight, man.
Hold on. Y'all make it seem like y'all ain't never had no desire about no porn star. Come on now.
HQ, come on now. That
you ain't never had no fantasies about no porn star. Are you serious?
Only the white ones.
What?
No, I'm
Jihad, shame on you, bro. Jihad, come on, man. Stop the cap.
Hey, HQ, she's celibate.
Honestly,
She's celibate.
She's celibate. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but yeah.
Celibate.
That's her boyfriend.
Because the thing is with me, I need to be connected to you mentally before I can open my body, because a lot of sex in my life been transactional, you know, being a dancer, doing porn. It kind of makes you a robot. So you need something deeper. I dated millionaires, celebrities, athletes, all type of people. But I noticed that the most happiest I've been is with people who didn't have much, but they had time and effort and, you know, like taking that time to really get to know me. And like, it was like they fucked my mind first before my body. And I think that's where I'm at.
She didn't date them. She spent time with them while they was hunching. That wasn't.
Get him, Jay.
Transactional. It was all transactional.
Yeah, that wasn't dating.
But can we say we can? But most human beings want some kind of connection. She ain't no different. She just has a lot of use on her body, but that don't mean she doesn't want an emotional connection though.
Yeah, but HQ, she's opting out of that though. She's pulling her. She's opting out herself from that connection. She's putting herself in these relationships where she knows it's transactional, and then she's still looking for a connection. If she want a connection, she wouldn't be doing this right now.
Yeah, but she ain't doing nothing. What do you mean? She ain't no porn star.
Advertising. She just advertised. HQ.
For what?
She told, hey, I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go see what it's about.
She said she runs an Airbnb. She been celibate for 2 months. She's looking for a relationship. That don't mean that she's gonna get one.
So how does she expect to be on Kendra G looking for a relationship while she just told the entire audience where to go to see what she does?
And also
she wants a man to respect
said
that.
She was smart. I didn't say
that. And she's in Atlanta too, looking for a relationship. Really?
Facts.
I don't even understand. Wait a minute, hold on. Let's stop here. What the hell is wrong with Atlanta? Y'all explain to me what the hell is wrong with Atlanta dating scene. I've heard that a couple times. What's wrong?
STD hotbox.
Everybody in Atlanta knows it's just the Atlanta, Houston, those two spots, man. It's just craziness.
That's wild.
And also to HQ, and plus the women that come on Kendrick that complain about Atlanta men.
Right.
So that's what I'm basing it off on what they were saying, you know.
So my question is this: what's the percentage of the women who got STDs in Atlanta? Is it high, or is that a low? What is it?
I'd say it's above average.
So
it's a good amount above average, just because of the environment in Atlanta.
So we know men are hunch. Men will hunch without protection.
Well, we know that from whoever's having kids.
Right.
Think about it. If like for the guys, you can't tell unless they got multiple baby mamas. But if a woman got multiple kids, well, I guess you can't tell. If they got multiple baby mamas, then you know they hunching, unprotected. And if the women have multiple kids by multiple dudes, then you know they doing it unprotected. So
so if anybody looking to get married, find a relationship or anything like that, Atlanta damn sure ain't it.
Yeah, because if a girl or a guy is like, if a person is 4 for 4, then you know that person ain't protecting themselves. Especially for the dude if he got two like what's it called, Irish twins or something like that.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
Like, yeah, I got a son by her and a daughter by her. How old is they? They both 15. Wait a second, what?
Jay, you a fool.
Yeah, and check this lady out. This lady right here, she been in porn, she been in news, movie, pictures, all of this stuff, and she's bisexual. So she out there having sex with both sexes, and then both sexes is out there having sex with other sexes. So when you got people hiding their sexuality.
She said two things interesting too, though, HQ.
It's crazy.
She said, I believe she said she was a mixed girl, but she didn't have any interest in white guys.
Oh, she's mixed?
I believe she said that earlier in the interview. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay. She mixed with
ways.
Yeah, and she also said something along the lines that she didn't like, even though she was bisexual and she was pro-bisexual, she was anti-men being bisexual. So I could dig deeper in that, but I can see the floor.
I wonder why. Let's see.
You a lot, Harry.
I see what you did there, Triple X. Dig deeper. Boom, boom.
I'm sorry. It's a set on. Blame it on set.
Oh, you been drinking too?
Yeah.
The alcohol got y'all all in a different.
You know, everybody's nervous to be on TV. I mean, on the TV. Like, that's a lot to deal with. You know, kind of nervous.
So you gave me your 3 flaws.
How you nervous and you get nude in front of people? How you nervous and you get nude in front of people? Come on now.
Okay. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
If this is her being nervous, I'd hate to see her comfortable.
Man, she pulling that hair back so you can see them knockers. That's for damn sure.
I feel like I'm patient, and also I think I'm not like the regular woman who like the minute you make a mistake. Like my ex cheated on me, but the way he broke it down, it was like more emotional before it got physical. I understood where I lacked that, where he had to go outside of me to get that love, because I was in life insurance school and I was focused on that, and I wasn't giving him the attention he needed, you know. So I understand. So I think that's what makes me different. I'm not so quick to just walk away when you make a mistake.
Okay.
See, here's the thing. She can't get past her. She can't get past it. So since she can't get past what she did, what can we refer? What can she do? What can she do? Give her some positive advice. Jay Tillman, what can she do?
Get off the internet. Try to be a little bit more, what's that word they use? Demure. You know, tone it down a little bit, and when you're in the privacy of the home with your man, that's when you can go overboard with it. But for the rest of the world, tone it down. Get that tooth fixed. I think maybe possibly, and but move somewhere that's, I don't know, man, where you don't have to be competing with all the rest of the the freaks, man. She's in Freak
Divine.
Central.
I have one positive. I would say one positive. Do not drink on social media, which I don't understand why.
Right.
Why she would come on there doing
Right.
that, insulting the man Terrence, but yet she's on there doing that herself. And the last thing I would tell her is like, you know, if you want to meet a man, at least don't be bisexual, because if a man knows that you're bisexual, like the man that she probably wants is not gonna take her seriously, because the man could be like, oh, he's gonna think of threesomes right away.
Right. Right. Okay.
Off the bat.
Off the bat, Jihan, what can she do?
Personality, much like shit.
What advice would you give it to her?
Absolutely nothing. She can't do absolutely nothing but what she doing. I mean, she running the whole gauntlet, HQ. Look what she just said. She said she got Airbnbs. She's setting up for guys that come into town, and guys that can pay her. They can rent her place. They can pay her, make a little content with her. Come on now. I mean,
yeah, but
she may as well just
she ain't gonna. She's not gonna.
She should just get an OL. She should just get an OL, get her rotation of guys, and just make rotational content, OF content. I mean, it's dead. It's dead.
I'm saying, what can she do if she wants to have a chance at having a normal life? How can
There is no normal life. There is no normal life.
But see, I know that can't be true, because there's plenty of them freaknik chicks from Atlanta that got married and got husbands. So I know that can't be true.
Because there's simps out here, HQ. You know
okay, then, since you know there's simps out here, what can she do?
First of all, no man, not even the elite simp is gonna be dumb enough once they see that link that she got posted and they see all her accessibles, and they gonna do anything with her. She's a call before the shea butter, HQ. If anything.
What if I take all of that shit off there? I can't find
Not unless they want to cut. They might want to cut, G.
Huh?
They might want to get behind the camera on it. You know what I'm saying? They might want to cut. Let me produce it. Let me edit. Let me direct.
Yeah. Here's the thing. There's men that have been in that business that understand all of that she has been through. Why she can't target her audience for those type men who don't mind. There's men that don't mind a woman being nude. There's men that don't mind a woman having
sex. Let me catch. Okay. I want to say something right quick. I don't want to interrupt you. Go ahead, HQ.
No, your turn. You tell me what she can do. Stop telling me she can't do nothing, because that's a lie. She can do something.
I think we have to. It's levels to this though, HQ, and it's a level. It's layers to this conversation we're not having. Like when you mention, is guys okay with nudity? At its core, there's nothing wrong with just straight nudity and like nude models. I mean, in Europe, it's a lot more commonplace to see just people being painted nude,
right?
Just regular, tasteful nudity like this. But this woman, this ain't that. This is a stump down 304.
Yeah,
she didn't like. She ain't just about being. Ain't nothing tasteful about this.
Yeah, but you said early when she first came on the stream.
Yeah,
that there's simps among us that are.
For sure.
I'm saying she can get something. What can it be? What can she do?
I would say. It would be with her past and how open she is about everything. This would be going to be hard and difficult for her to get anything as for what she wants. Now, that's a good point, HQ. You're right. I did say that. However, it's going to be about what she wants too. You know, I don't know if she's going to find a guy that's young enough, because he's already going to be older, young enough, that's got enough money and enough status to want to deal with that in a serious manner. That's what I'm unsure about. It's not that she can't get a guy. Of course she can get a guy. She got looks. Right. But as a guy she could build with and rock with for the long term that she actually wants, I don't know about that. Yeah, the ship, to quote the great Jason Black, the last train has left the building. The last train is left.
And for our coup de grace.
It's like what HQ said. She has to meet someone within her industry.
I say go for somebody in your industry. That's right. Because they already know your past. So they already know. They already know. That's the only thing I can think of. You got to go for somebody who don't mind what you have done in the past. And those are the only people I know that don't mind that kind of thing. It ain't like look at that one dude on the internet. What's his name? He be pimping his wife out. What's his name? He on that jumper thing?
No jumper. You talking about Adam 22?
No jumper. No, Adam 22. No jumper.
Yeah. Right there. You can find somebody. You can always find somebody. That's the whole point. The whole point is you may not want them, but they the only ones that's gonna take you for what you done did. Okay. Hey. I don't know what his wife is. I don't know, but I know he married to her.
She was already in the pornos, making adult movies and stuff before they even got together too.
There you go. So I'm saying it can happen. We just got to find the right dude. That's it.
Y'all stalling this?
This is our last.
No, we waiting on y'all.
Guy.
We waiting on y'all. Ready?
Man, shit, let's go. Let's go.
All right, There's look in the camera. This your first time here?
No, I coming back. I'm giving you an update. I think I came on here like 3 months ago, and I came on here on some humble, grown man, straightforward.
Y'all hit the like button. Please hit the like button. This guy is hilarious.
One for the books.
Hey, y'all hit the like button coming in. Super Chat's great. Cash App's wonderful. Thank you very much. Please support the channel. The channel needs to be supported. Please do that. Cash App, Super Chat, please, and thank you.
Integrity, morals.
Definitely hit the like button coming in, y'all. It's 39 of y'all. Hit the door.
Shit, and people beat me up in the comments saying I gotta be.
Wait a minute. I need to know. Did anybody see him when he got on here the first time?
No, I don't remember.
No, I did not.
So where the hell did he come from saying it? Well, it must have been a long time ago because I done talked to a couple people. They said they don't know who he is. They ain't seen him nowhere.
I'm surprised Kendra did not ask him what year did he come on. I'm surprised she didn't ask him that question.
Right, like where he come from? Because I ain't seen him.
He looked like Mano.
Millhouse, 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 real life Millhouse.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
I don't know how long he been.
I should look for a man because I don't want a woman who wear makeup and fake hair and all this other shit. Here tonight, you caught me with 3 bourbons in, so I'm gonna give you
3 bourbons in, y'all. 3 bourbons. Whoo, he straight up sheets to the wind. When did he come on here before? Was he drunk on here before? Because he got a lot to say, boy.
The real brother perspective, because I get tired when I come on here and I see our Black men and our demographic. I'm 51. I just had a birthday.
Okay. When was your birthday?
April 5th. I'm an Aries all day. Fire sign, we rule the world. Let's go.
No, this man don't share my birthday. No, this man don't share my birthday. Any person that needs alcohol to speak the truth, man, that should tell you a lot right there.
Exactly.
So evil twin, Jay.
Exactly, Jay.
He said, I'm 3 bourbons in. 3 bourbons in. How big is those bourbons that you've been taking in, bro? Because you loose at the mouth for real. I'm surprised you didn't insult Kendra before that.
It's true. You know the funny thing, the only 2 people that tell the truth, drunk people and kids tell the truth.
Right.
Hair grow out. I ain't even shaved my hair today. You can see the LeBron the whole time. Let me tell you something.
Go.
But let me tell you something though. Here's what I'm going to say respectfully, and I'm going to say this respectfully before your audience out there, Kendra. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't want you to take this the wrong way or the right way.
Hold on, real quick. Get into the middle of the camera.
I'm not in the middle? Right about
There
now.
we go. Here we go. That's good. Okay.
Okay. So respectfully, and I've been Kevin Samuels before I even knew who Kevin Samuels was. Clean dress. I'm a 1974 baby. Earth, Wind, and Fire. All of that. Cadillac driving, the whole nine. Go to work, go to school, educated, come from a single family home, raised by strong women, never knew who my father was, wanted different my whole life, was married, got married twice, met my first 2 wives on my first ship in the military. God will show me what it was. I was married for 20 years till my wife went to heaven, got 2 beautiful daughters, got my son out of wedlock, and here's the thing where I'm at 51. I'm a grown man who's lived a life, never wanted a woman, nothing more for love. But when I came on your show the first time, let me tell you something about me being a red man, something that light-skinned people go through their entire life. I got thick alligator skin. You ain't gonna hurt my pride at all by then, because we have our own battles. But these women and men on your page, oh, you don't like this because you got preference, you got morals, you got integrity, you want a woman of substance. I have had great many chats with women after that thing there. But let me tell you something what women do. They fizzle out because what women in our culture, what they don't want to do, they don't want to put forth more effort. I'm 51. Any woman on this demographic, they beat me up because I said, oh, how you want a woman who's in her 30s or 40s and that you want their children to be graduating high school and everything else. Because what I'm not gonna come in
Where,
to
where
and what
Aaron
most
at,
men
man?
ain't gonna
Tell this
do when
dude
they come
to
on your
let the
page and
balloon
tell
go.
you, I ain't gonna raise your problems.
Boy, Ninja's down 100 points, man.
Look,
God, dog,
this
The
bro,
was
boy
what's this
Ninja's down
look.
talking?
100.
Wait a minute,
He ain't
hold
made
on,
not
hold on.
1 point,
What was wrong
HQ.
with this man? What was wrong with this man?
He ain't make not what he just talking, HQ. What is he? He ain't a whole bunch of lip flapping. He hasn't said nothing yet.
Yeah, but he was introducing his backstory.
We don't care. Don't nobody care. Any even a potential woman that's interested, she don't care.
I think this whole interview is because he ain't like his results.
Exactly.
He ain't like what he was getting on his first interview. So now he's back with ball and vengeance.
And I think his feelings was hurt too.
Facts.
I think his feelings was hurt. Now he here to set everybody straight.
But why you
Like,
think his
bro, you
feelings were hurt?
51, bro. Because he up here validating, he verifying and validating himself. Get up here. Hey, this is me. I was on here before. I didn't meet nobody. This is what's up. Who cares about the last time? Nobody remembers.
So explain to me why you think he didn't get the results he was supposed to be getting. Why do you
I
think
don't know.
he
I
didn't?
didn't see if it was anything like this one, I could see why though, HQ.
Okay, let's base it on this right here because he couldn't have changed too much.
A whole bunch of
It had to
talking.
be within the last
He
2
ain't
years
saying
that he came up here.
he hasn't said anything to where I could see that would endure a woman to want to get to know him. He already said he 3 bourbons in, so that means he home by himself drinking. Which I mean, hey, if that's what you're gonna do, that's what you're gonna do. I do it as well, but I'm not gonna get on a dating show after I'm doing that.
Right.
And then
like
now it's woe is me. I did this and I did this and like we don't care, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. Women don't like whiners.
No.
He's on here whining. He's on here definitely whining. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. You just said you're looking at you intelligent, went to school, went to college. You make decent amount of money. Okay, let's establish that. You make decent amount of money. You ain't hideous to look at. You're not the best looking, but you ain't hideous looking to look at. You 51, you ain't that old. You can get somebody that's in their 30s. You can do all of that. Why you up here complaining? Why is there a problem with you finding a woman?
Because
you got all of that going on. Why you got a problem?
He think all of those qualities. My bad, Devon.
I was gonna say to HQ, the first thing he did was complain about the comment section, just like all the Kendrick contestants, where it's like, who cares what they think? You know, just focus on what you think as a man. And it seems like he's thinking about he wants a woman that reminds him of his wife when it can't be that way. You know, he has to really adapt it. You know,
Right.
he has to really
He
moved on.
he think his credentials and his qualities should be good enough to get him what he think he should be getting, and he frustrated because it's not. He frustrated that on paper he feel like he look good. He still ain't get. He still this interview get a lot worse, but he still ain't getting what he think he should be getting. Or
ouch. He think he should be getting more, but he ain't getting more. Dang.
That you had babies with men that you shouldn't have babies with. Now you want great men to come in here and be exception and clean up your mess. I'm gonna tell you right now at 51 on what I'm not gonna do, and I don't have to do. And men my age and our demographic, what we don't have to do is pick you. Let me tell you something. I went to the happy massage place day for $130. That lady rubbed me down for an hour and a half, gave me a happy tug ending. I'm good for the next 3, 4, 5 days. I bring in $8,500 a month. I could do that twice a week and be happy, and it's cheap.
All of that, G Honda, all of that.
Did y'all hear him say he was KS before KS came out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yo.
This is the messenger. This is the messenger. This
Get
is what
outta here.
everybody saw right
No, he's
here.
not. No, he is not. He is
This
not.
is what everybody saw.
he's not the messenger.
That look. This is what we hearing. We hearing him say all of them things that Kevin Samuels said.
No,
This is what women
Kevin
like.
Samuels ain't never say nothing about that part. I
No,
don't know
that's
that.
not true.
Yes,
I don't know that part. No, he did
Kevin
not. No, he did not.
Kevin Samuels presented way better than this, and that'd be the problem. You be dudes that present like this, fucking up the game.
He's presenting the same talking points I heard from Kevin Samuels, except he's the more fucked up looking one that's giving the examples. I'm saying, why the hell you out here doing this, messing up the whole thing? Because I ain't receptive to this at all. A woman is not receptive to this at all. And if she hears those talking points that Kevin Samuels put out coming out of this man, they're going to reject those talking points.
It ain't what you say, it's how you say it. And he's delivering like he's whining and crying. If he went on Kevin Samuels' show, Kev would have cooked his ass.
Cooked him.
Cheaper than dating a black woman. I ain't got to pay for hair, nails, deal with your bills, deal with your kids, deal with your BS. And there's a lot of men in your life doing the same thing. You just don't know he doing it. See, tonight you caught the other perspective to the first version that you saw me when I wanted to be on some humble and mature man integrity. See, because see, women nowadays, they don't want the nice guy. They don't want Ralph Transfont. They don't want Babyface. No. I can't tell you last time I made love to Maxwell, but I can tell you last time I fucked a little Dirk. Real talk.
Damn.
He talking reckless for real.
Get him.
Hey, this one thing about, even though I know this brother's 51 years old, there's one thing I can see as soon as I look at him, I could tell he doesn't have discipline.
But then again, when you drink, you get a little bit of pot belly. Maybe that's a part of that.
HQ, I drink.
I'm 34 and I don't be smashing to no damn Lil Durk. And I'll be smashing chicks that listen to Lil Durk. We ain't turning that bullshit on. What the hell is you talking about?
I've never even listened. You could offer me $1 billion and say in any of these new rappers and say who rapped this, who is this right here, and I just start crying because I wouldn't know.
Wouldn't even begin. Like, really? This is the representation you get on here, and I get it. I get the message. Where it's coming, but you the wrong man to be delivering this right here.
Here, let me tell you something right now. Don't let it fool you. Men, we play the game. Steve Harvey wrote a book for women to follow by. You know all what men did? We just became chameleons, started taking you to barbecues. Mama gonna lie for us regardless. Big Granny been lying to us for years. They really don't like you. But see, you've been lying to these women.
Hold on, pause.
You've been lying.
Wait, hold on.
Oh shit! See, That's when you did the wrong thing. You tried to drag Kendra into it. She ain't trying to hear that. She ain't trying to hear that at all. Why? Because Kendra don't like to have accountability put on her head. She don't never want to do that. She gonna go off on you first for that happen. Y'all hit that like button coming in, please. The like button. We need more likes out of there. Likes. I need about 10 more likes. 37 of y'all. I need 10 more. Come on. Hit the like button.
I on your ass tonight.
You not you lying to him. Pause. Now
He said, I'm on your ass tonight. Wrong thing. Wow.
You on that little show with Taja G.
Cheers.
And you want to talk about these women. Let me tell you something, Kendra. Let me tell you something.
Cheers. We can have a dialogue. We can have a dialogue. I don't mind you disagreeing with some of the things that I've said. I don't mind hearing.
Oh, so she took him off the camera twice. She kicked him off the last time, and then she took him off this time, right? It was 2 times?
I think it was most probably 2 or 3 times, I would think.
Oh wow.
She just put him backstage. Put him backstage.
Right.
Your perspective. But just like I gave you the courtesy to say what you had, but you can do that. So now I'm going to give you the floor. In what ways have I been lying to women?
First of all, let me tell you something. When you go across your feed and your audience, you got a majority of these women asking for things they ain't never had in their life.
So real quick, pause. So stay right there. How is that my fault?
It's not your fault, but you leave the perspective that it's okay to believe your own lie. You tell so many lies that they become truth.
Oh, why you going at Kendra like this? Why he doing that? See, now your liquor done got your tongue fucked up. Got you in the game.
Them cousins that stomped them out.
The cousin, they stomping them out in the damn comment section. Oh God, no wonder he mad.
Well, no, pause. What I do is, what I've always said, I give the platform. I created a platform for people to reach out if you fit that category. Okay. And hold on, I'm gonna let you continue. So there have been times when I have challenged. I'm gonna let you continue. Let me finish. Okay. I got you. There have been times when I have challenged women on their requests. I mean, everybody knows this, and they have said it. I have challenged men. Right. I have challenged women. But at the end of the day, the world is going to tell you what it is, because the guy's either going to reach out to you or the woman's going to reach out to you. So I'm not going to. You can't say I'm lying to the women because I'm just sharing my platform. Now, what do you want to say, Terrence?
I'm present. Teacher, do I have a right to speak now?
Yes. What do you want to say?
Let me tell you something about majority of your demographic people who they ain't never been out of their 90-mile radius. They ain't never been subject, have been exposed to more than what they know out their 90-mile radius. Majority of people, when you watch your platform, women are here wishing upon a star for something they never had. The man who came in him have never had it, but now they want it. Facts.
Okay, so how do we explain him not getting what he wants?
HQ, he couldn't even keep his arm up by himself while he was holding it up looking like a damn goofball.
He ain't that bad. He's not that bad.
But when you speaking the way you speaking, you going in the hyenas den, you gotta be more self-aware of what you presenting.
Facts. Hey, HQ, let me look at it like this. You got 4 guys up here telling you this ain't the guy. What else do you want, baby girl?
No, I'm not saying that he is the guy. I'm just saying, why didn't he get the results? Because of what? His attitude?
The way he acting, his looks is not helping. But the way the brother's acting is the biggest offender to his downfall. You know?
Just like the stripper. She came and she said what she do, but she was looking and presenting like she looked. She showed her rose. All the things that she was saying matched what she looked like on camera. The stuff that he's saying don't necessarily match, but the way he's just whining about it matches the way he look. He looks like he a little bitch whining about being mad women don't like him because that's all he doing up here. He
So
ain't really.
you think it's a translation? This is translating into his off-camera life. So he
This
got.
is this is naturally. I don't know if he drank 3 bourbons or he had more or he can't handle his liquor,
He
but
probably had more.
this is him in his rawest state. This is who he gonna be. You know what I'm saying? His rawest state. So
I got to worry about him. If I went over there, I got to worry about him getting drunk on me and then really, really trying to tell me the truth.
he gonna get drunk on you. He gonna get to trying to feel on you, sloppy as hell. You
And he
gonna be turned off, and you gonna reject him, and he gonna start going off and whining. Bitch, I got a college degree. You wanna go give me no booty? Just a mess.
Hey, HQ, would you date this guy?
No, not my type.
HQ. You know what? Wait, hold on.
Wait a minute. I can't have no type.
Hold on. HQ, everybody got a type, but you know, it's a level of flexibility. You just was like, hell no. Hold on.
I mean, he's not my type. I don't drink. I haven't drank since I was 17. I try not to deal with people who drink because I don't know how to handle you when you have been drinking. So I don't deal with people who drink. So it's an automatic no for me. That's all.
And if he didn't drink,
he still wouldn't be my type. No, he just still wouldn't be my type.
I love it.
No, he just wouldn't. The look is just wild to me. The look is wild.
Okay. So listen, I'm not gonna disagree with you wholeheartedly. I think
you got women on here talking about they want a man who made $250,000 when she barely made $65,000 before taxes.
But hold on, pause.
You got women who've been driving Hondas their entire life, don't even know what it costs to pay an oil change or get brakes for a foreign car.
Well,
my last 3 cars have been foreign cars.
Okay.
But hold on, we have to have a dialogue. So you have to let. I know you've been drinking, so I'm trying to get. Whoa.
Hold on, Terrence. Listen.
Just because I had a bourbon
hold on.
or two.
Here's the deal. We can't talk over.
Yeah, we know you didn't had more than a bourbon or two. The whole point is he's complaining about women that he don't even want. You don't want those women. You don't want to have nothing to do with it. Well, let's talk about the women that you do want. Let's talk about the woman that you actually wanted, because he don't want her. So what kind of woman do you want? That's the question. The thing is, the women you want don't want you, which is a lot of people's problem. They fantasize about a certain person, and then that person doesn't translate into who they actually can get.
So,
So
him or Leon, which one we rocking with here?
Oh God.
What?
Well,
this right here.
I'm gonna allow you to express yourself. There's no problem there, but we have to have this back and forth convo. So one thing you just said, as a man, if a man has 250K, whether the woman has 65K or not, there's men who make more than that will wipe up a bottle girl who makes $20,000. So that money equation that you just said doesn't really align, because on the flip side, I get women that make 250K and feel as though because they make 250K, they deserve the man that makes 250K. And as a man, you should know a man with that kind of money is not always worried about the salary. Terrence, you just want to talk. Let's listen, and you don't have to raise your hand. This is not classroom. What do you want to say?
Realistically, Kendra, let me tell you something. The most money I made in my life in these past years, I topped at 140. I've never known anyone personally in my circle in my entire life who's made 250K. I know people who with masters and made 6 figures. They're married to a dual income. I've been dual income my entire life. I've had jobs where I made 85K. I have jobs where I made 90K. I have jobs where I made 50K and 60K. But when my wife was here, we made what we made. Been dual income my entire life. And together, we had the perfect life. People get on here and they hype up things that they never know about. I've been in these circles. I know people who are self-made. I don't have a running circle of people who made 250K. I got
You muted HQ.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. What's wrong with his attitude? Because I've seen men who talk just like this, but they hadn't been drinking. So
Wrong
what's wrong
platform,
with that?
HQ.
Huh?
Wrong platform.
Yep.
You going to the lions den telling the lions they shouldn't be eating gazelles and all that. This is not the right platform for this. Nobody on there needs to or wants to hear the message that he's trying to send, and he's not the messenger.
Mm.
You already told us you're not in a clear mindset right now because you blamed it on one or two bourbons in, which you said you had three in the beginning,
Yep.
which means probably 4 or 5. And then you slandering everybody else. You slandering Kevin Samuels. You slandering KG.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a dating platform.
Right.
This is not the best dating platform, but it's a dating platform. There's
Right.
no woman that's going to come on here and say, the guy I'm looking for, I want him to go on a dating show drunk and start complaining. That's the guy I'm looking for.
And
Not
also
one woman is going to say that.
and also too, HQ, I just get the feeling that it's like, to me, those superficial women, but yet he complains about them. That's who he's attracted. How come he doesn't ask himself, why am I attracting these type of ladies?
Right.
Because unless he wants to hunch them and he's not getting the results like how Nug Nug would do damage. Every time they go on Kendra's app, they can run through these ones, but he can't. And I think that's what's frustrating him personally.
Right.
Yeah, facts. He not getting the type of women that he want in any capacity.
He's asking for women, and they're not falling on their knees trying to get over there to him, because he's asking for a certain type of woman. That's
He keep on talking about his money, and he started the whole thing off saying he tricking, paying for rubbing tugs. It was like you
That's
just a
tricking.
mess. You tricking.
Yeah. I mean, it's
he
like
lining himself up as a trick.
right. It's like he does. I mean, I understand what he's saying. His message, he's the wrong messenger. He's on here drunk. He's leading with his money. He's saying negative things to the whole. I mean, if he would have came on here and sweet talked her and said, came on here differently, and we wouldn't have known he was juiced up, maybe he could have made it fly and it would have been better. But all of this, the combination of being drunk, saying what he's saying, insulting Kendra, up here spouting about women he don't even want to be bothered with. No, tell us who you want to be bothered with. Don't tell us who you don't want. Tell us who you want. That's where he messed up at. Right.
He had a great of quality friends from the military who's retired. Them and their spouse, they're living fabulous. They're living within their means. On an average day, if I want to go to Gucci and buy Gucci, fine. If I want to drive my BMW, fine. If I want to drive
Virtue
a Honda,
signaling.
fine. If I want to send my young adult children what I do every month to be a father, to assist them, not because they need it, there's a difference. You have women that come on this page with writings on the wall, no curtains, bad furniture, bad hairdos, bad everything, bad baby daddies with men that they're allowed to see them that know they wasn't shit. Now you want more.
But everybody is going to ask for more. Everybody is going to ask beyond. Everybody can dream. See, here's the thing. When do people stop dreaming? People don't start dreaming. I don't care what you say. I want a 6-figure man. I want a man that's 6 feet. I want a man who's blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. How are you going to tell me I can't ask for that? I may not get that. I'm not going to be humble in what I want, because I'm going to ask for more than what I want, because I might be lucky enough to get more than what I want. So nobody's going to turn around and say, oh, well, I just want an ugly 5'2" dude. He could just be a trucker, work in a warehouse, don't make no money. Ain't no woman going to come up here and say that.
We know you not. That's for damn sure.
Ain't no man going to come up here and say that. Ain't no man going to come up here and say, oh, I just take bum Keisha. I know I don't deserve no more, but let me ask for bum Keisha. Let me ask for bum Keisha that got 2 kids. Let me ask for bum Keisha and she blowed out. Ain't no man gonna come up here and ask for that. So why you mad when I come up here and ask for what I want, for what I dream about? Because y'all come up here and ask for what y'all dream about. There's nothing wrong with coming up here asking for what you dream about.
You might be
go
right.
off, HQ. Go off. Shit.
I'm just saying.
You might be right though, HQ, but I think men are more typically self-aware about what they can get.
Yep.
A logical man is already analyzing his results. If he go downtown and see 100 women, he's picking who to talk to, gauged
Yep.
off of what he know he can get. And I think
Yeah.
that's how most logical men operate, and that's how you get the best results when you.
And here it is.
But
What you said.
women is
Listen to
just
what
like,
you said.
but women are just like that story about the men story. You know, they go up every flight in the store looking for better and better and better. They don't really get content 'cause they like, yeah, I got who I probably need. I got my water has already found its level,
Yeah.
but just in case I a lucky on a wishing star, if the stars shooting right and the stars
Yeah,
align,
what's wrong with
I
that?
might be able to get me a millionaire. I mean, it just comes
What's,
off a little delusional,
what's wrong with
which
that?
is with in that delusion,
Well,
holding on to that dream.
Y'all call it a
If you
dream delusion. I
hold
call
on, hold on, hold on.
Go ahead.
If you are basing how you date off of what you dreaming,
Mhm.
you're gonna be single, and then they gonna be like, "Oh, woman got needs," and now you get knocked up by the dudes that you really qualify for, but you not settling down or trying to be a good woman to them dudes that's on your level because in the back of your mind you feel like somebody gonna come pick you up in a Bentley. I don't think men date like that. Like, I'm gonna deal with this big blowed out chick because that's really what I qualify for. But I ain't gonna deal with nobody because a supermodel gonna knock on my door and that's gonna be my wife. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
just
women
not
don't think that way
realistic.
either.
But it come off like that when you see 97 women out of 100 women on KG asking for the exact same dude.
Yeah, because it's just a stereotype. The whole point is the whole point is I get your point. Your point is you all want to be rational, you logical, you know what you qualify for, so you aim for whatever you qualify for. Everybody
Yeah,
can get what they
y-
qualify for.
yes,
Everybody
Freak just said it. They fantasizing. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. It's not even a possibility or a probability. It's just a dream.
I'm
You know what
saying
I mean?
when is a human being gonna ever stop
And
dreaming about
he
what they want?
and this guy on camera is aware of exactly what
So why
he
he
could
can't
get.
get his results
He's mad because he thinks that he qualifies
for
on
more?
paper for more, and he think that he probably watches Kendra G and like, oh, this chick ain't shit, and hit him up like, yeah, he's probably hitting up chicks that he think is beneath him and
Mm,
still getting turned down. He's probably
mm,
going out in the world and analyzing and thinking he could get better than what I'm saying, but he's approaching lesser than what he think he could get and still getting played and turned down. He don't understand. He ain't self-aware enough
mm.
to really, let it sink in and try
Right.
to make changes to why he ain't. You know what I mean? But that's,
Mm.
Yeah,
you
Because
yeah,
know,
hey,
I
this
can
yeah.
see.
drinking is not a good. This drinking is not a good look.
No, I,
So
I can see where Black America's coming from. The pain in this guy, it might be a little bit of both because he's like, I already had what I wanted and it was taken away from me.
mm-hmm.
So now I'm left out here and now I'm listening to all this nonsense. And these women that are asking for all these qualifications and they don't deserve it. So now I'm angry. And now I'm left with having to go down to the rub and tug, and which is something that I can do, but he don't want he want companionship. And he's
See,
like, I already had it. I
see
had that already.
now,
So now
see.
he's looking at all these unqualified, the women that he sees that's unqualified to
Mm-hmm.
get him asking for the kind of guy he believes he is.
Right.
And then also in the same what Ty Pro is saying, he's not qualifying if he is shooting a shot at the woman he thinks he qualifies for.
Mm.
So it's
Mm.
like both. It's like looking at the ones like, how dare you even ask for my type of guy? And the woman he wants is like, I can't get that. So I'm left to go, satisfy myself with by
With the
financial
rub
means.
and the
So
tug, the rub and the tug. Oh, I
yeah.
like that. Rub and the tug. Y'all hit the like button. I need 15 more likes. It's 45 of y'all in there. So 15 of y'all ain't hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Super chats, cash apps. Those are beautiful things, We can't support the show if y'all can't give me no time, no cash apps, no nothing. Come on. Cost money to run the show. Hit the like button.
Let's be realistic. I walk right past you all day. We ain't even gonna have the same conversation. We're not even in the same clubs. We're not even in the same stores. I've been shopping at the same top sales stores for the past 20 years. I'm not gonna meet majority 60% of people who's on your page who want this high income. First of all, I don't shop at City Trends. I don't shop at Target. We ain't even buying furniture the same.
And that's the whole problem right there. He think he more than what he is. That's his problem. He ain't even gonna take the time to look at none of these women, to look at none of the women on here. But yet and still, you over here on Kendra G looking for something.
And then look, this a real important part of why you're not getting his results. If he came up here off the bourbon, looking just like he did, but he had charisma, some charm, and character, and he wasn't whining and crying about his results, but he came on here in the exact same condition, but he was charming. He came off charming. He wouldn't be drying up every coochie that was looking at this. You feel me? He would actually, and that's the biggest key in changing men's results. Is just having some confidence and charisma about you, a little character,
And
knowing how
I said
to
that.
talk to women. That shit changes everything.
I said that. I said if he came up here and he wasn't drunk, he was charming, he did all of the things necessary, and he still had the same message, his results would be different. But he's got arrogance on his side too. He has this, how dare you look at me and I'm way above y'all. This is where he's at. And he's drunk. And he's insulting Kendra.
And why you talking down on Target? Target got good stuff.
Target got some good stuff.
Another thing also, when you speaking to women, even the women that you're not addressing, other women still will take offense to it, even if it doesn't if it doesn't apply to them.
Agreed.
Absolutely. Y'all hit the like button. Come on, y'all. Hit the like button. I need 16 more likes from y'all. Come on.
I stay in my tax bracket. But you entertain these women with unrealistic things.
Okay. Now let me jump in.
Jump in.
Okay. Respectfully so, your reality is your reality, right? I'm gonna take myself out. Listen, now when you're gonna give me the respect because I gave you the respect.
Absolutely.
What you have to honor is your reality, and that is fair. I roll in a circle where you make more than 140K in a month. That's just the reality of what it is, right?
That's your
so
circle.
I say that to say there are women who do well financially. Because they do well financially, they want a partner that does well financially. Now, I'm not even saying they're going to get that. And I'm going to agree with you. Here's the deal. I'm going to agree with you. There are women who may never get the request that they put on my show. Right. But on the flip side, there's so much conversation about the women with unrealistic expectations. How come the men don't talk about the men that come on my show that also have unrealistic expectations? Because there's also men who request women that they will never get in a lifetime. And that's
what is she asking y'all? What is she asking y'all? Is she telling the truth or is she not telling the truth? Men get on here and ask for unrealistic stuff. And nobody
you know us.
I don't know.
You know we gonna call it.
I don't know.
Yeah, we call it. All the brothers on the panel right now, we call it. And the other brothers that's not on the panel right now, I know they call it. Even though we all have our own different perspectives on things, we still gonna call men out that we feel that you overshooting. You overshooting, brother.
Okay, because I'm trying to figure out what she talking about, because I've never seen it on these panels. I've always seen you guys call folks out. I've seen that, definitely.
Where I feel like it's not equal. There is, yes, there's delusional women on my show. There's also an equal amount of delusional men who request women that they will never get, and I don't hear enough conversation about y'all talking about them.
Wait. Here's the reality for those delusional men that come on your show. I've been having sex with women since I've been 10 years old. I've dated top tier. I've dated women who made high figures, women who made low figures. They all the same.
That was not a flex at all. That was disturbing.
Yeah, I know, right? You see me say what?
If my son came to me and told me, And I understand older, like it's different because even when I was young, it was happening to people around me. But if my son came to me and told me he was having sex at 10, I would be pissed off and we'll have a problem. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right. Oh, absolutely.
They
Hell.
don't want to swipe their card. They want the man to do everything. Majority of those men, those are the guys who go to the strip clubs. I can count on one hand how many times in 51 years I've been to a strip club. If I lived in Atlanta, I wouldn't go to a strip club. I'm 51. I might be 80 pounds overweight. My hairline might be receding. I didn't shave it.
80 pounds? Damn. Y'all hit the like button. 80 pounds?
But let me tell you something. I tell young men, I tell old men, get a personality, make a woman laugh, have a sense of humor, have morals, values, and integrity. And
All of what
obviously
he
you have
ain't
support.
got.
That's crazy, huh?
I said, he just named things he ain't even got. A personality, a sense of humor, charisma.
He don't look fat. He don't look fat. He just look like he got a tire around his middle. He can lose 50 pounds or whatever, and he not bad. Just I don't know.
Bank account does
That's not
help
discipline, HQ.
But at the end of the day,
yeah,
what is going to keep you loving that person? The money, when the money's gone, it's gone. Period. Money ain't gonna keep nobody happy. We got the most richest people in this country getting divorced. If Bill Gates can't keep his wife happy, what do you think the motherfucker at UPS could do? But the reality is morals, integrity, values. I
Bill Gates say
express
slinging
this
no
to
D.
my own daughters on daily. My daughter is 25, beautiful, graduated college. And you know what I tell my daughters?
What?
Don't get fat and learn to control and turn the knob down on your fucking self-righteous woman independent shit. I tell them that wholeheartedly. 3 things. I was married for 20 years.
But you got to listen to your
that
own.
my wife
He got to
never
take his own
ever
advice.
did. Whether I was making this much money or this much money, she never beat me up.
He got to take his own advice. Cause he way out of pocket with half the shit he's talking about. He got to take his own advice.
He ain't making the bread that he claiming he make. He not in that bracket. Like even if like if him being 80 pounds overweight, if he had like the slightest bit of game, like the slightest bit of charisma, like he would have pulled somebody in his neighborhood. I mean, wherever he went in any outing he went to, like he got none of the gravitas he said he claimed he got.
This wild. This ain't a whole interview crazy.
She was supportive in every aspect. When I came home, she greeted me with open arms, no matter how much money I made or how less I made. See, we lost the sense of integrity and morals and values and put it on bullshit. Most of your clients on this page here, they never grew up shopping at Gucci, Louis, driving BMWs. They were driving Chevrolets and Hondas. Now they get money. Now they think everyone should fall in line. They're lying to themselves. Be truth with yourself. I got a BMW outside right now. I got to put it in the shop. It's going to cost me $8,500 to get it fixed. But I got my point A to point B, a Honda that's paid for. I get back and forth there. Bring in $8,500 a month. How many?
What the hell is he doing? I don't understand. What the hell is going on?
He's drunk and rambling.
Is he flexing? What is he doing?
He got a 745 Beamer with 250,000 miles in the parking lot.
Yeah. He keep talking about money and material things. He's virtue signaling.
People on your line right now say they bring in $8,500 a month. And I only work 6 months out the year if I want to.
I would say
there's a difference. See, they want to live in a reality that's not true.
Well, this is what I will say, Terrence. There are some things that you're saying that I do agree with. And the thing I agree with the most is the integrity and the character. And I also stand on that there's just not enough men to go around for the type of man.
There's enough.
Hold on, Terrence, you're not gonna overtalk me because when you talk. All right. Okay. I do stand on, and I agree with you. There's not enough type of guy, that one type of guy for every woman that desires him. And I also think that a lot of women that desires this guy that makes a certain amount of money, I emotionally feel as though they never dated it, because if they did date it, they would know what comes along with it, and it comes along with a lot. Absolutely. I think that I can agree with you. Social media has changed the bar. People are watching other people's relationships. I say this all the time. It's just the highlight reel. You have no idea what she's dealing with, what she went through, what they went through. Terrence, you can talk once I'm done. So I agree with you in that manner that the game has changed and there are unrealistic expectations. But the great thing about my show is the reality will tell you. Right. I put yourself out there, and if the request is out there, and if it comes calling, then you know your answer. Right. If it doesn't come calling, then you know your answer. So I don't stand on the fact of me lying, but there's one thing I do want to say to this. We could say there's not enough men, right, for there's not enough type of guy for the woman that wants that guy, right? I think we agree with that, right? The type of guy that most women are requesting, there aren't enough. Do you agree with that, Terrence?
No, I don't, because here's the thing.
Oh, hold on, pause. Okay, so you're saying that every woman that wants a man that makes $100K or more, handsome, great sex, there's enough of that guy to go to every woman?
Here's the thing. The woman who's requesting a 100K man, she ain't never made 100K. So how you requesting something you ain't never had?
No, I disagree with that, because there's women that
do
make that.
I've been on this earth 51 years. Let me tell you something. I've worked and I have an exceptional career my entire life. And the majority of your audience, if you had 100 of them in the room, I promise you, 60 of them have never been in a room making 100K. What it is they need to be reality. Here's the thing. When you combine two people together who make 50 and 60 together, you're at 110. You take 20% of taxes out of that, you're at 98. If you're living within your means, you got one child or two child, you're doing exceptionally well. You know how I know this? It's because that's been my entire life.
Terrence, I have to say this. But Terrence, listen, I have to say this. Your reality is your reality. You cannot speak for everybody's reality.
But see, here's the thing. What I can speak on is people who don't even eat at 5-star restaurants. I've been at 5-star restaurants since I've been 25. I'm now 51.
But I will.
But he keeps turning around. He keeps saying he keeps changing the proof. He's broke now. Wife has died. Ty Pro, you wrong as hell. He probably ain't broke. He probably makes a lot of money. He's a decent enough person that makes a lot of money. Hey, Black America. Yeah, but he flip-flops too.
Hey, how's everybody doing? You hear me all right?
Yeah.
All right. So I just wanted to come up real quick. So besides me and you, is there anybody on here right now, or any of you other people over 50 years old?
Hold on.
Besides me and HQ.
I'm 34.
Oh, no, shit. Goddamn.
I'm not over 50. You got it, Black American.
All right. So looking at you guys, Ty Pro, like, you guys don't know shit, right? Like, and it's not like down talking you or trying to berate you or son you or little boy you. Let me explain, okay? When I got to about in my mid 40s, I was making great money, right? Once I hit like 49, 48, 49, then my money, it turned into just all for me money. And as a man, as you guys get older, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. Once you guys, so Ty Pro, you 34. Once you get about between about, I'm saying about 39 to 44, you are going to actually look the best you've ever looked in your life. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing with your body, right? With your body, you are going to be looking. Look at Will Smith. Look at Denzel Washington. Look when they made those movies where they were super handsome and they were super blockbusters. Will Smith, I Am Legend, Denzel, Training Day. In their late 30s, mid 40s, that's where men fucking take off. So With him saying he's 51, yes, he's fat. I agree. I agree that he's fat. HQ said he's not fat. He has a spare tire. HQ, that's what we call fat. He looks fat and disgusting,
Right.
but he has money. So that is the great equalizer for men. If you are a man who is a firefighter and you make $180,000 a year, it doesn't matter that you're 5'5", because by the time you're 50 and you've been making all of that stuff for so long, everything that you've been paying for, gentlemen, all of that shit goes away. Your child support, it goes away. Your car notes, it goes away. And that's why I'm saying all of that money just starts coming back in. I understand, he has now reached that part of his life where it's all money in now, guys. So yes, he is the shit.
He ain't the
You know,
shit. He's not the shit because he don't have the results. He's here on Kendra G.
Yeah,
listen,
I would have to, and usually I agree with Black America. I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with him on this one. Like,
I understand. I understand because you have not reached this age yet.
What I'm trying to tell you is, like, I had my engineering degree at 22. So and I've never been married or had kids, bro. So all my money been automatically coming in. Like, I got 2 tech jobs now, and I'm getting ready to.
Are you a typical man?
No, and I'm not. That's what I was getting ready to say. My situation is an anomaly. It's an anomaly.
So you don't, Lex. How many times I told you you don't count, bro? You not married. You don't have kids.
I didn't know, man. I didn't know.
You don't count. You are an insignificant part of it. You don't have kids and you're not married. You don't count. I'm talking about men that have been doing for others, which a married man does for others their whole life. And then once that part stops, his old lady has passed away. He's hurting. He's going through. His car, like he say, he got a car sitting outside.
We understand all that, but yet he's still not getting the results that he wants. Why ain't he getting the results that he supposedly is supposed to get? You're bumping him up. He's 51. No. You're bumping him up like he got the whole world in front of him. So why ain't he got the results?
Well, because he said he wakes anywhere between 90 and what he say? Is he at about 90,000?
Yeah, he said he making 8,500
a month. So yeah, he's a little bit over 100 grand. Yeah, he's over 100. Yeah.
So HQ 100 grand. That's okay, right? But to find a woman that's you and you're out of shape, right? So let's go through it. He's out of shape, right? I don't know how tall he is. He doesn't have shut the fuck up money, right? When I'm talking about, and it might sound insignificant, but an extra 50 grand a year to where, he doesn't have that Beamer sitting out in front of his house, and he got a hot Jeep sitting on some 34s or something like that. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So it's a complete difference. It's a complete difference.
I agree with you. What you were saying about, becoming your best as you get older, because that's the plan. That's
that part I agree with.
I'm only I ain't gonna say only. I'm 34, and I definitely plan on being better and better with age. When I hit my 40s, when I hit my 50s. But like I was saying earlier, I said if he came up here with the same
energy,
same the way he looked, the way he talking about, but he had more charisma and wasn't coming off like he was whining, he would get better results because he is coming off like he kind of crying about something. And I think that's the biggest problem.
So that's what I'm talking about. This man is hurt. Y'all don't, and Lex, he ain't never been married. Ty Pro, you're not married. Y'all don't know what it's like to lose your other half. You lose your spouse. Just think about somebody actually taking your heart out, putting it on a table, and repeatedly stabbing it over and over with a pencil for fucking ever. That is the that is the way that people that lose a spouse. I'm gonna give you guys something interesting. Men that lose their spouses, they end up dying like almost 70% earlier than women, right? So it's like a huge difference, and you guys aren't taking into you're not taking that into account, bro.
I can
Like,
understand that, but he was talking shit about never going to the strip club. Instead of coming on Kendra G and trauma dumping about it, he probably should have went to the strip club and kind of numbed the pain. That's might not be
it's
the
it's no
healthiest way, but
it's no such thing. That's why the nigga is sitting around drinking, bro. That's why
I feel what
That's
you're
why
saying though.
That's why he's sitting around. You talking about numbing the pain? That's why the nigga's sitting around drinking. I don't agree with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I tell him to his face, hey, I don't agree with it. I don't like it. But that's what's happening right now. He that's his get down. And it's nothing that none of us can say about it right now. You're gonna have to let this dude, you're gonna have to let him deal with it like he wanna deal with it.
You think he could have presented better though? With all that being said, even in pain, you think he could be just holding it a little better if he's coming on her show looking
No,
for a woman to reach out to him?
no, no.
Yeah, because it's
I,
kind of
I,
not
I'm
gonna
I'm sorry.
attract women. I get what you're saying, Black America. Like, yeah, and you know, and he has to deal with the trauma the way he wants to deal with it.
Right,
Right,
right. Yeah,
right.
he
But it's
what he
not gonna
should have did
attract
was
women.
just not come in public altogether. That's what he should have
Right,
Yeah.
did, was not come in public
right.
altogether. Because this is something that it'll be like if HQ gets in the car, and like I say, I know this because I talk to people. I go through this every day with people. If HQ gets in a car and a certain song comes on, she will be pulling over and fucking crying out of the
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah.
It be,
Sometimes.
be, yes, because you guys, and like I said, you guys are young. You guys don't understand. It is a pencil in your heart, stabbing it over and over, repeatedly. A song, a smell, a sunrise, a sunset, a thought.
Right.
You're breaking down. And like I said, he shouldn't have came out in public, but there is no getting over this for men. Once again, men, once you lose a spouse, you have a 70 times percent chance of dying within 18 months. That is a year and a half. Women can live women can live a whole full life after their spouses passes away. So that's all I wanted to say, guys. You guys have a good one. I'll be watching.
Thank you.
Salute, bro.
Salute. We
Thank you.
appreciate the insight. Appreciate the
And
insight.
I'm now 51.
we finna roll him out.
But
Y'all hit the like button, cause SBC.
but I will say this though. I want to say this. There's a majority you're talking about that exists, but there are women who, and because they live this lifestyle in their bank accounts, that's why they want a partner equal. There are women who are making 100K or more, and they're living that lifestyle. Like, that is a true fact.
The ones who's on your show with 5 and 6 kids, with 5 and 6 baby daddies who ain't never made that money, now they want a guy to make 6 figures. Them ain't the ones I'm talking about.
Okay,
Now
but
you
real
got
quick,
you
I
got
wanna
a
say this.
2%.
know,
You got
but
2% or 3% women who come on your show who's making that. The other 75%, they working at Verizon, Target. They're not exceptional. For 5, 6 babies, 6 of them ones right there with no curtains in the back, living in the basic apartments.
let me ask you this question. So the woman that does make 100K or more, do you say she deserves a man that makes that or more?
See, you want to put a price on what
No, you put the
person
price.
makes.
I'm asking you a question right now. I'm asking you a direct question because You're speaking a lot about the women who you say don't make 100K. So now I'm trying to get your opinion.
Let me
If
tell
a
you
woman
something.
does
If
make,
you put a price,
Terrence, you gotta learn respect. Now I'm not gonna say it too many more times. When you talk, I allow you to talk on my platform. Now the question stands. If a woman makes 150K or more, do you think that woman deserves a man that makes 150K or more?
I think she deserves a man who's going to love her with morals, values, and integrity. You can't put a price on that.
Okay, so then why do you keep bringing up that this woman doesn't make that, so she shouldn't ask for that? Because that's what you're saying.
Because when you come into there, when you got 6 and 5 basket little kids from 5, 6 little different baby daddies who ain't never did nothing but penitentiary time, sell drugs, and be gangbangers. Don't come to me now and you want to find your Russell Wilson. You passed up on the Russell Wilsons. Now later in life, now you want the Russell Wilsons.
Okay. Well,
you want to
one last question.
Here, respectfully, most men who of integrity and value in life, they don't care what women make. They don't. I signed my check over to my woman. My woman told me when to spend, when not to spend. It ain't about money for men. This is real talk. You know, this is before Kevin Samuels. It's not about the dollar. See, women make it about the dollar. Men want a woman to come home that says peace and is happy, and she's happy to see that. See, a woman could get up and leave and say, I don't want to be here no more. A man will love that woman wholeheartedly, whether she's big, thin, tall, hair loss or not. Women don't do that for men.
Let me jump in.
Difference. There's a difference.
And I kind of
Kendra, are you married yet? Are you married yet?
Terrence.
Why you being ignorant? Why he being ignorant like that? But see, I gotta push back on that. I gotta push her back on one thing. He said, I forget shit. Let him finish out. Cause he already out doing this.
Terrence. Now, let me
I
finish.
just asked if you was engaged yet. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to get the company on my side.
Let's get there. What does that have to do with anything? What's the point you're trying to make?
Truth be told, Kendra,
yeah, I can.
A single person can never tell married people what they go through because you've been single your entire life.
I'm not trying to tell. First of all, the show. Okay, I'm happy you said that. The show is called Singles. It's not called Married.
I know. I'm hoping to be married.
I don't host the show for married people.
You know what, Kendra? I lied. I'll take 5 children. I'll be a great stepdaddy, Kendra. I'm sorry.
No, Terrence. I'm trying to work with you because I want you to
respect.
No, you're fine. Nothing you say offends me. For all the married comments, my show is created for single people. It's called Singles. I never said I was giving advice.
Why is our culture?
Hold on, don't overtalk me. Don't overtalk me.
Right.
And don't worry about if I'm gonna get married. You're not in that tax bracket, baby. Okay? Don't worry about that. This is a business over here. Because guess what? Are you saying? Let me ask you a question. Would you say 50 Cent should be married?
50 Cent?
Yeah.
The rapper, drug dealer who turned business minded, like Jay.
Do you think he should be a married man?
No, because he's smart. Because he's smart.
Tell me why. Okay, tell me why.
He has nothing to gain by marrying any woman.
Okay,
just like a man like me, I have nothing to gain by marrying any woman. It's a choice to honestly choose her to be my life.
Yet men do it every day. They get married every day, rich and poor. They get married every day. So that's the thing. They get married every day. That's not an argument. That's not a good argument. Men don't want to get married because they make too much money. Men get married all the time when they make too much money. Women do the same thing. I don't understand what that argument is all about. Just because he makes X, Y, and Z. You can put your stuff in a trust. You can put your money, if you make that kind of money, you can put your money in a trust and would no woman be able to touch your money. You'd have all your money. You continue to have all your money. And she doesn't get your money. If she married you rich, she don't get all your money if you married her rich. You got a prenup going. So I don't understand the concept of a woman marrying a man for money when you come into a relationship, because that's how marriage rate things go. If you rich before we get married, you can put it a prenup or you could put it in a trust and she wouldn't be able to touch it. And you only get money that you made during the marriage. Y'all only split money that you get while y'all get married, while y'all were married, not before you get married. So I don't understand the big deal about money. That makes no sense. And Most average men don't even make that kind of money. So why are they worried about that? And only 7% of the men pay, what is it called? Child support? No. Alimony? Don't make no sense about worrying about no money. Don't make enough.
Companion. If he married anyone, it's for companionship. She, at the end of the day, he done did the hard part. Men, we done did the hard part. Women always, they lead with what? Provider. It's not about, oh, is this man gonna love me when I'm fucking 40 pounds overweight and I got alopecia and I'm losing my hair and I don't know how to boil water. You think 50 Cent need a wife? Please, he can go to Mama Sound like I did tonight for $130 and be happy. I got a great massage. I can go twice a week and be happy. Married for what?
Okay, pause right there. I'm happy. Now respectfully, so hear me out.
Respectfully.
Okay, so when a woman is financially blessed and also has assets, why would you say she needs to be married and align her assets with somebody that makes less money that could potentially try to take her assets one day?
Right.
So men give courtesy to other men when they're extremely successful and have a certain bank account and have built businesses. But when a woman shows up and also has assets, a certain bank account, all of a sudden they want to try to say, why aren't you married? They don't give her the same courtesy because a lot of men just don't respect women in that space.
Why is that? Zeus?
Hey, what's going on, panel? It's good to hear everybody. Happy Mother Day. Happy Mother Day.
Thank you. Why is that?
Men and women aren't equal. So when a woman leaves,
don't do that. Don't do
what
that.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Do that. Answer her question.
You asked me a question. Now I'm answering it. Now you're going to interrupt me. What are we doing right now? What are we doing right now?
Go ahead.
So we're not equal. So when a man leads with his wallet, he gonna get in trouble. When a woman leads with her wallet, that's masculine. She gonna get in trouble. It ain't no difference. It ain't no difference in that. But we expect men to do certain things, and we expect women to stay in certain places. AKA, when I open the door, I'm escorting a lady in. When I go on a date, I make the reservations because I want to win with the lady. Those are platforms that hasn't changed over time. We can talk about them changing, but it makes a woman feel a certain way when she gets those things. With that said, I'm in. First round.
Just like it's not wise for 50 Cent to be married, it's also not wise for a lot of women who are doing extremely well and run companies to align their assets in marriage as well.
Can I go? Can I go? Hey, Holly Berry, I'm 51. Holly Berry, the baddest woman ever.
And she's not married to her boyfriend.
What? Shush. Here, hear me out
no,
right now.
Shush. Oh, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. You're not going to shush me. Now, I already told you, I didn't mind the dialogue, but what we're not going to do is not going to shush me. And I'm happy you...
See, she got into her feelings because she couldn't get the best of him at all. She never could get the best of him. He was running circles around her, and she was just listening.
No, that wasn't that. I mean, I think what you're saying is true. A side note. The review you guys did on Sinners was awesome. You and Ty Pro and whoever the other gentleman was on. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you, Zeus. Appreciate you, brother.
I love that insight. Love that insight.
When you look at this guy, he made a mistake by coming on after having a catastrophe and coming back and going, I'm gonna tell these women what I'm really about. I'm him. You don't know I'm him.
Wait a minute, hold on, Zeus. Hold on. Why do you say it was a catastrophe? What do you mean?
He didn't get the results. Go ahead, Zeus. You get it.
Oh, you mean? Oh, okay. I got you.
I'm not going back to a group of women that thought I wasn't shit to explain to them I'm shit.
Facts.
Oh,
Facts.
Okay. Keep going. Yes.
If a group of hyenas bite me, I take my wounds. I move on. I go do something else great, and then let them come back and tell me, "Damn, I misread you." I'm not going to go back to a group of hyenas and tell them, you are all hyenas. That's called hustling backwards. That's man code.
He came up there emotional after drinking some bourbon, watching her live. And like, I'm about to tell them something. I'm about to tell them off. And that's where he messed up. He was in an emotional mindset.
So why
he thought
Zeus?
to do it.
right. I'm gonna ask Zeus because I know what you said. Why didn't he get the results? I mean, besides the fact that he's overweight. That's besides the point. The physical. Why do you think emotionally, mentally, that kind of thing? Why do you think he didn't get the results?
Okay, I'm gonna say something, and not everybody is going to hear it. I work with groups of men, groups of women, people, period. Black America does the same thing. We just speak different voices. He's in pain. So when he's speaking, it's a very sharp, emotional glass pane. No matter how far he runs on the glass, he cutting himself. So he needs other men to get him and calibrate him. Only a man can calibrate another man. So let me give you an example. Hey, your wife died. I know you don't know me, but let me help you walk through this. Let me walk through this with you so you don't stumble too much. You don't get too far in the bottle. You don't destroy whatever you had. And a guy taking him to the gym, a guy going running with him, a guy doing warrior training with him. Then when he comes out that 6 months, that 8 months, which is the danger zone, all of a sudden he in shape. He looking in the mirror going, I feel better about me. He's not going to run away from the loss, but he will feel better about being a better man. That's the point. People don't have to agree with me. That's not why I'm here. I'm just here to share different POVs, which is points of views.
Okay, so you saw the pain in this man. Okay, I got you.
Right. When he said I'm 2 or 3 bourbons in, that's a lie. When he's if you notice through the interview, he keeps biting on his lip. He keeps biting it. He keeps like almost chewing on something. That's a drug reaction.
Yeah.
Well, you think you think he's more? It's more than alcohol. It's
right. And I think it's more than just a couple of knock the edge off drinks. Because he's very passionate about getting his point off.
Yeah, I think that's an outstanding observation, Zeus. I agree with all that.
Oh, okay. See, I hadn't even looked at him and said, "What the hell is going on with this man? What the hell?"
Yeah. So another thing that Black America, and I'm not respectfully, I'm not trying to talk for Black America, but there's 2 theories. It's called woe and doe. And there's another one called sexual market value. When a man is 20 and a woman is 20, the woman is worth more. When the guy turns 30, he been working hard in the company. He's an executive. He's an assistant. He becomes and he moves up in the company. He might have bought a car by 30, but he ain't got many assets. The woman already has a relationship. She got another guy. She's doubled her worth.
Okay.
After they turn 30, then the men skyrocket because now they're the assistant, they're the general manager, they're doing all the stuff. They got the house, they got the car, they're in their 40s, they starting to shine a little bit. And then when they turn to that 50 mark, they start figuring out what they're going to do with everything. But the woman, when she turns 30, she got 1, 2 kids. She been divorced. So then her value, her sexual market value starts going down. That's kind of the difference. The man is now figuring out, okay, let me get 2 rental properties. Okay, let me do this. He's more focused and more calibrated on his masculinity and gathering the king's gold. That's kind of the theory.
Listen to Zeus come up here and start talking some ish. Triple X.
I think I think Zeus hit on some excellent points there. That's just great observation by him, man. Black America, I have no problem acknowledging that about the man being hurt.
Right.
That kind of got overlooked a little bit that he had lost his wife. He's been married twice, kids. He's been through a lot.
You can't crash out. You can't crash out.
And he probably put himself out there. He definitely got some responses from women, but it wasn't from the type of women he wanted. Right. So he considered it. No woman basically reached out then, since it wasn't the women he wanted. And he wanted to come back and rant. But like Zeus said, you can't go somewhere where you've already been rejected and think you're going to wag your finger. The only thing you can do is gracefully bow out. If you're really great, it'll show and people will realize they made a mistake. That's the only thing you can do.
Ty Pro.
Yeah, I appreciate how Zeus just broke that down, and yeah, the pain did miss us because we was looking at what he was presenting more than
Right. Right.
anything, and I like that men have to calibrate other men. That's something I seen with myself in my own life. Is when I had to get my stuff together, it was other men who kind of got me back on track and on path. So yeah, you just can't come up here trying to be emotional. You got to go work on yourself and get better, however that needs to be. But
Right.
going on Kendra G and exposing your wounds like that was not the move.
Yeah, that's right.
Uh, I'm gonna slide. Happy Mother's Day again, HQ, and
Thank y'all. Thank
good
y'all.
chopping it up with you, Zeus and Triple X, my guys.
We got to do another. We got to do another movie review like that. Ty Pro. We got to
You
do
like
another. Yeah.
that was cool. We got to next black movie come out. We're gonna give
Yeah.
another black review.
Yeah. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Ty Triple X and Ty Pro. Thank y'all for coming up. SBC is on, and I'm finna get out of here. I want to see Zeus. What is your final words on that, Zeus? Wait a minute. No, I want to talk to Zeus real quick.
I love the guys on the panel. I love the people on the panel, the people in the
Thank
chat. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys.
I saw. You know what? I made a mistake too. You know how I made a mistake is because.
Wait a minute, is accountability coming in the room? Holy shit!
That's what I'm saying. No.
I love you. Go ahead.
No, I made a mistake. I did not see the man's pain, and I should have. You know why I should have? Because I was there. Because I was there, right? But I didn't turn the pain on myself. I didn't turn the focus on me. I didn't try to harm myself because of it. But I should have recognized that he was in pain, that he is in pain, this man, right? And I was like, okay, it resonated with me when Black America said it, but then you said it again. So I said, okay, I have to realize that I was in the middle of that pain too. And I'm just coming out of that because remember when you all first met me first on SBC, I said, I don't want to deal with nobody. I can't talk. I can't do none of that. Right. Yeah, that was my pain. Right. So now I'm coming out of that pain. I'm coming to live a little better, live more. I'm not as cantankerous. I'm not as combative. I'm not as more, as I was when I first came to SBC. So I should have recognized it. I didn't, and I'm gonna take accountability for that and say there's pain there, and I should have recognized it, but I didn't. For that guy.
And I think that's awesome. I have seen your growth, and I have even said, the hyena queen is one person. HQ is a different level of that.
I'm not a hyena queen.
Hey, easy.
No, I'm not mad at you. I'm saying I was thinking to myself, am I a hyena queen? Really? I try not to be.
Right. And then you took it up a level, and then you put yourself on a path, not only where you can share your pain, which you thought was pain, but it's a great teaching lesson. It's a great platform. These conversations are hard.
Right.
Us learning how to be better people, that's hard.
And that's the point, to be a better person. The better person. And that's all I want people to be. Be a better person, a more fuller person. You know what I'm saying? A more fuller person. And every day I'm you know what? I have to fight. Black America said it. That's all it takes is a song. That's all it takes is a word. That's all it takes is something.
A situation. Yep.
Yes. And I'll be right back there crying or, about to water my eyes. And I did it the other day. But I haven't done it in a while, which tells me there's some growth there. There's a little bit of growth there. And each day is different. It's different, it's better. This guy reminded me when Black America said it, I was like, okay, now I can see where it is. I can see some of that. So, I'm just going to, let it lie where it is and deal with it.
And I appreciate you being transparent, and I do see the growth. If you notice, a lot of times when I talk to you, I constantly say, hey, I see the growth, and I'll poke at you a little bit. But what I'm trying to do is just say you're alive. Right. And we're not gonna go nowhere. We're gonna keep appreciating you, the good and the bad, because I think there, is always lessening the bad and you always growing and sharing. I love your codes for women. I love your codes for marriage. I love your codes for like, hey, you as a person need to be thinking about these things.
Right.
It doesn't mean I have to believe them, but it's good somebody's putting them out there.
For sure. I thank you.
So
thank you, Zeus. You came late. Where were you at? What was you doing? Hey, well, they're about to start SBC, or they started SBC, and they a way better show than me. But
I love the way you gaslit. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you. And I thank you all. Thank you all on the way in or out. Please hit the like button. That's what we're doing. We're building as we flying. I love it. Thank you very much. Thank you to Healism 1999. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate it. I do. I do. I love you. I do. Thank you very much, guys. I will see you tomorrow for the Potential Females show. Definitely. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love you. I love you.